Getting you ready for game time. Join me, Sal from Behind Your Basketball, as I announce play-by-play. Make sure to smash the like and subscribe, because now we're about to go live. Entering the pregame, we now present Sal from Behind Your Basketball. And what's good, everybody? Welcome back in. Glad to have you guys in the stream tonight here for game number 4 of the NBA Finals. The New York Knicks up 2-1 in the series, but the San Antonio Spurs able to battle on back, pick up a victory in Game 3 to get on the board, get their first series win of the finals. If you guys are doing the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Hope everybody is doing well on this Thursday. And back to Madison Square Garden for game number 4 tonight. The Knicks hosting the Spurs. Didn't go their way on Monday night for New York as they dropped that game 115 to 111. That snapped a 13-game winning streak by the Knicks. That is the second longest winning streak in NBA playoffs history behind Golden State and their championship run, winning 15 straight back in 2017. But San Antonio, big confidence booster for a really young team, able to get on the board, and they've actually been the better team on the road than at home this season. They're now 7-3 in road games for the Spurs. They're 6-5 at home this season. For the Knicks, they suffered their first loss since April 23rd in Game 3. San Antonio trying to do something that no team has ever done in NBA Finals history. That is, lose the first 2 games at home, win the next 2 games on the road. No team has ever done that, as the teams that's gone down to 0-2, losing their first 2 games at home, both of them, it's only been 2 teams that's done that before San Antonio, and both of those teams lost in their series matchups. Phoenix Suns, 1993, lost in their series matchup. And then the Orlando Magic back in 95 lost to the Houston Rockets in their series matchup. They got swept in that series going down to 0-2. And right now, confidence booster for San Antonio on the board. Really good game that they played on Monday night. And Spurs looking to see if they can get another one here tonight. 3 really close games. San Antonio, honestly, they could be up 3-0. In this series if they learned how to close out the first 2 games. Just inexperience and mistakes towards the end, which allowed the New York Knicks to become clutch and win Game 1 and Game 2. Knicks took Game 1, 105-95. That game was close throughout. And then Wemby lost the handle off a crossover down by 4. Knicks took an 11-zip run to close out the game and win 105-95. Game number 2, Knicks won by 105-104. That was just the unfortunate mistake of Victor Wembanyama. His pass in the backcourt in transition went to Stephon Castle, who wasn't paying attention, and then hit him on the back. And then Jalen Brunson collected the steal, got fouled by Wemby, hit the free throw, and then able to force the defensive standoff to miss by Wemby and win the game in Game 2 on Friday, 105-104. But San Antonio cold-blooded, where the game was close. Stephon Castle really stepped up, and he makes some big-time shots in the clutch in the last game. De'Aaron Fox had a really tough game efficiency-wise. If De'Aaron Fox had bricked that shot with like a minute left to go, then everybody will be talking about trade De'Aaron Fox. And Spurs got to get rid of De'Aaron Fox. But no, De'Aaron Fox, clutch time shot that he made in the final minutes. And then just pressure free throws that Stephon Castle had at the free throw line. As they got the inbound, I believe it was like 6 seconds left. And then Stephon Castle got fouled. Needed to make both free throws to put his team up by 4. Did exactly that. And the Spurs won 115-111 in Game 3 on Monday. What's good? Hector, LD, Daniel, Rissa, Michael, glad to have you back on the stream tonight on the channel. We get Steven, it's your boy Mac, welcome in. Liking the Knicks here for this one. Hit us up in the chat who you guys like to win here, Spurs or Knicks tonight. Pepe, glad to have you back in for the Philippines. Hot here. Stay safe. Thoughts and prayers out to the Philippines for you guys out there. Jeffrey, welcome in. Gonna go on vacation. Best of luck there. Going on vacation. That's awesome, man. Yeah, definitely a well-needed break, and hopefully you'll have a great trip out there. Yeah, hopefully after the end of these playoffs, I'm going to be going up to New Hampshire a couple times. Actually, if it goes into a Game 7, I have to get a hotspot. So I have to, like, contact my local library, see if they're able to get me a hotspot for Game 7, if there is a Game 7 for this series, because I'll be away up in New Hampshire on that Friday since it's Juneteenth coming up in... It's today. Today's the 10th. Yeah, June 19th. 9 days from now is Juneteenth. If it does go into the NBA Finals, Game 7 would be on that final game for June 19th. Roki, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Knicks haven't lost 2 straight games since Game 2 and Game 3 against the Hawks. They haven't lost 2 straight games at home since January 17th and January 19th. If San Antonio wins this game tonight, like, holy smokes, do they have the upper hand in the series? Because this Knicks team doesn't lose much at home. They're just 36-12 on their home floor this season, regular season plus playoffs for them. So they have the second best home record behind Oklahoma City. But what has been interesting about this series is that every single win's gone to the road team so far. This is only the second time ever it's happened in the NBA Finals. The first 3 games going to the road team. Knicks taking the first 2 at San Antonio. San Antonio taking game number 3 on the road at New York on Monday night. It's only happened one other time. Chicago Bulls against Phoenix Suns back in 1993. Chicago won the first 2 games on the road at Phoenix. Phoenix took game 3. And then Chicago eventually went to win that series in the 93 championship. Phoenix was one out of the 2 teams that went down 0-2 and couldn't mount a comeback. Teams are 0-2 all time when trailing 0-2 on... after 2 home games hosting the first 2 of the finals. And the other one was the Magic, which got swept against the Rockets back in 95. Yeah, crazy tickets we got going on. Yeah, I saw like the average ticket price was something like 20. Yeah, it was crazy. Like $2,500 or so. That might have been on the low end, actually. Yeah, I think there were more like 9,000, whereas like the average ticket price just crazy. Yeah, there were tickets going for like 100,000 plus for this game. Like some areas, you could buy a house for that money, like 100,000, 200,000 for tickets. I saw for like the top like VIP seats. That's insane. $8,000 right now for tickets for the cheapest ticket. That is insane. Yeah, I think I read before the first game, I think the cheapest ticket was like the nosebleed seats for like $2,500 Wow, that is crazy. Yeah, I heard Taylor Swift's in the building for this game. They had like a full back jam-packed line going back like 4 hours before tip-off, like around 4 p.m. in the afternoon. Blazing sun, and there was a line going down the road to get into MSG for miles. Like, I don't know when they opened up. I would assume they opened up like 2 hours before the game or so, but this was at like 4 o'clock. Like, it's basically like Black Friday shopping, going to like the outlets for Black Friday where people are camping like 24 hours in advance to get their tent set out, and just swarms of people like outside MSG. Like, you couldn't even see the sidewalk. I saw a picture of it. This was like 4 o'clock, where it was just backed up for like a mile plus, just for the line to get into MSG. Just absolutely insane. This one the Spurs need to win tonight. I think it's going to be very difficult for them if they do go down 1-3 to be able to come on back in the series. In NBA Finals history, it's only happened once. So in NBA playoff history, teams are 288-15, winning 95% of the games after holding on to a 3-1 lead. Pistons and Sixers came back in their series matchups in the first round and won after trailing 3-1 this season. But before that, it hadn't happened since 2020, and the Nuggets won twice. But in the finals, it's only happened once. Now it's back in 2016. LeBron and the Cavs came back against Golden State after trailing 3-1 and 1-7 in that series. So this one San Antonio needs, but the Knicks are so good in their home court, and they're 36-12 at home. They haven't lost back-to-back home games since January for them. And they had a lot of calls go against them during the last game. Yeah, that was looked at by the league, and there was no flagrant one on Wembanyama pulling down Jalen Brunson by the head in the last game. Got lucky there, because then really just Wemby has to hold back defensively, and then all of a sudden the Knicks are just getting buckets left and right if that happens, and the percentage skyrockets. Like, New York had a bad offensive game during the last game, and they only lost by 4 for them. Cat needs to be involved much more offensively. He scored just 11 points. He is the difference maker of this series. The first 2 games, Cat went off for 18 and 21 in the first 2 games. And then the last game, just really just unaggressive. Like, didn't shoot the ball much for Cat. Shot just 10 total shots, went just 4 for 10, and only attempted 2 threes. He was 0 for 2. And then Wembanyama was getting switches up on different defenders instead of Cat, and that put him on mismatches, like guys in like Landry Shamet, OG Anunoby, and that's where he just completely took advantage of his matchups for Victor Wembanyama. He totally torched them inside the paint, got to his spots, and nothing was forced by Wemby in the previous game. They're showing a clip right now where, it's the De'Aaron Fox jumper for the mid-range. Yeah, that was a huge shot in the final minute for Fox. Dylan Harper got to the rim throughout the course of the game. Stephon Castle, big-time energy player. Like, he played excellent for Stephon Castle for him. Like, he's going to have to replicate the same game that he had in the last game. So, the graphic on the screen showing the production on the Castle, 23. Harper had 13 off the bench. Fox had 12 off the bench. Those 3 guys, 17 assists to just 4 turnovers in the previous game. And that was a huge key for San Antonio. They limited the turnovers to 8 turnovers for them. And when they do that, they're 6-1 when they've recorded 13 turnovers or fewer. The Knicks had 13 turnovers in the last game, and that's where San Antonio generated those points, 21-7 off turnovers. What's good? We got Andres in the stream. Anthony, welcome back in. Yeah, that was a terribly officiated game. That got out of control, the referees. Like, I've been streaming these games for a long time, but that was the first time in a while that I've streamed the game, and the game completely like went like out of the way from the referees, where they were just not officiating that game properly, and it was just it was terrible. I mean, there was the whole game with Tony Brothers, the Thunder, against the Spurs in the last series. But in terms of referees being in control of the game, that was just not there in the last game. That was just, it was a mess. Like, hopefully we get back to consistency here tonight in this game. What's good? Oz in the stream. Welcome in. Yeah, hoping for an exciting game again tonight. Definitely, for sure. We got Jay Ramirez back in. What's good from Central Falls? Thanks for joining in for Kay here out on the stream. Yeah, not too far away from Central Falls where I am. I'm like 20, 25 minutes away. Yeah, I do a lot of broadcast work over in Providence in Brown quite a bit. So I've gone to the Dollar General a couple of times in Central Falls when they have some good deals out there. We usually hit them up like one by one in a row where I'm from. So we'll go to like East Providence, and then there's one Armistice Boulevard, Pawtucket, and then Central Falls. Oh, I got you right there. God Sham God back in. That's great. Yep, I remember. Adonis, welcome in. Thanks for joining in, man. Hey, there we go. Yeah, I've been trying to look for like Papa John's like a like around here. Like, I think that's the only one. Like the Pawtucket one, and then the Fall River one. Yeah, when I've gone to Cape Cod quite a bit. Like we stay overnight a couple times a year around Thanksgiving in West Yarmouth, and they used to have a Papa John's out in Barnstable, but that's no longer there, unfortunately. Yeah, I cannot believe that Wemby didn't get issued a flagrant one when they looked at that. Like, he completely ripped down um Jalen Brunson. Oh, I got you, North Providence. That's right, because there's two of them. Marcus, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Yeah, Celtics are I think they're in the midst of some big moves. I've been hearing a lot of chatter over on social media. Yeah, that last game, it was just terrible in terms of how it was officiated. And head coach Mike Brown for the Knicks even talked about that at the end of the game. Like, you got Spurs guys that were just like, it was turning into WWE out there. And Spurs won by 4. That's a little bit concerning because Cat wasn't really a part of the game plan for him. Had just 11 points. If he goes off, then it gets really dangerous. And then Mikal Bridges did not have a good game either offensively. And he's been a guy who's been super efficient throughout the course of these playoffs. So, whereas tonight in this game, the Spurs are going to have to just be able to get the most out of everybody. Like, De'Aaron Fox had 12. He missed 10 shots. I know he made a clutch shot at the end, but he's going to get 20 tonight in this game. Wembanyama got 32. Wemby's going to have to, like, reach 35 most likely. Castle, he's going to have to do the same thing. 23 out of him. Harper, slightly more off the bench. He had 13 in the last game. Struggle with efficiency. But on the other side, Jalen Brunson, he had 32 with, like, low efficiency for him. He's not shooting the ball well in this series. He's only shooting 37% in the series. If he starts off strong, like, first quarter, then Yeah, he's going to put the Spurs on notice that it's going to be a 3-1 series. So I think the key to watch for today is whether Cat can bounce back. And then if Jalen Brunson, if he comes out getting buckets in the first quarter, then the Knicks look really good to take this game for him because he's been starting off slow for Brunson and then just been takeover in the second half for him. Um, oh, yeah. Got a good stat here from Cat. So Cat hasn't been able to show up in the fourth quarter at all. And I mean, part of that has been Brunson being clutch. So Cat so far the fourth quarter of the finals, he's got nothing. He scored 0 points so far in the 3 fourth quarters of the finals. 0 for 6 shooting for him. In the first 3 quarters of the finals, Cat's pouring in 50 combined points on 19 for 31 shooting. So getting him going, that's going to be so key for him because he was just not part of the game plan last game. Got to get him back involved if you're the New York Knicks. What's good, Guardian Angel? Welcome back in. Party Store, thanks for joining back in. We got Seagull looking for the Knicks to bounce back tonight. Yeah, I agree, Rissa. Celtics crazy if they trade Jaylen Brown because you look back at the playoffs, it was basically Brown and Tatum that was doing the bulk of the scoring for them. Like they need to go out and bulk up their front court. Like add in some more front court depth for reinforcements, like an actual like true big for the Celtics. I mean, I love Kata, but it'd be great to see like a number one big man and then Kata playing a key role in the rotation, getting minutes. Because he made the jump up from the number 4 big man last year to the number 1 starting big this year. Yeah, this refereeing crew tonight. Zach Zarba is one of the referees. Dustin Van Dyne, Zach Zarba, James Williams. Zach Zarba, when he's refereed Spurs games, they have a winning percentage of around 60%, the best winning percentage out of any team that he's refereed. Knicks are actually below 500 when he's refereed the Knicks, but he's going back like 20 years being a referee for Zach Zarba. And the Knicks have struggled throughout most of their journey all time when he's been a referee in the 2000s, 2010s. So their surge came like right around COVID for the New York Knicks. Like the start of this decade, that's when they started to become relevant once again as an NBA franchise. And I remember streaming, I think it was Knicks Hawks back in like 21 when the Knicks won the when the Knicks were winning playoff games. Like right after COVID, like everything completely changed. Hey, what's good? We got Warren back in the stream. Patrick, we got Gabriel looking for the big U tonight. We'll see if that happens here tonight in this game. Starting lineups being introduced right now. Spurs starting De'Aaron Fox, Stephon Castle, Devin Vassell, Julian Champagnie, and Victor Wembanyama. And the Knicks tonight go with Jalen Brunson, Mikal Bridges, Josh Hart, OG Anunoby, and Karl Anthony Towns. Welcome back in. We got Luciano on the stream for this one. Hit us up in the chat who you guys like to win tonight, Spurs or Knicks. Once again, Spurs in the pregame represented pretty solidly right now, 66-34. Usually that number changes. And then all of a sudden the Knicks start to get more votes once we get into the game. I think a lot more people tune in the pregame that's going for the Spurs. And then it starts to get even once we got like newer people that join the stream more so from like rooting for New York. That basically evens the polar, so. A light the beam team. Yeah, what could have been. That is crazy. That was 3 years ago. Mike Brown, former head coach of Sacramento, De'Aaron Fox, and then just a lot of drama in the locker room there with De'Aaron Fox. And yeah, he didn't want to play for the Kings and wanted to play elsewhere. All about making adjustments tonight for head coach Mike Brown's second finals appearance as a head coach. And the New York Knicks trying to bounce back tonight. They're a slight favorite on the line, 2.5-point favorites tonight for New York entering Game 4 of the series. Knicks tonight, white jerseys, orange numbers, orange letters, dark blue outline. Jalen Brunson only shooting 37% from the floor in this series. Been getting his buckets, averaging 27 points per game, but hasn't been doing it on efficiency. So key for him today is starting to nail shots on a high efficient clip for Jalen Brunson. Mikal Bridges had a rough game during the last game. He was excellent efficiency-wise in games 1 and 2. He needs to bounce back if the Knicks going to take this one tonight. Plus, Cats did not have a good game in the previous matchup, so he's another guy who needs to bounce back. For the Spurs, they got a lot of good stuff out of Wemby and Castle in the last game. It's if they can replicate that again, plus the other role players going to have to step up. All starts with limiting the turnovers, too. They had just 8 turnovers in the last game. Knicks had 13. Spurs, black jerseys, white numbers, white letters. They're going left to right on the floor. Knicks going right to left on the courts. Zach Zarba will be the one to put this ball up for the official tonight for this contest. And here we go as we get underway for game number 4 to NBA Finals, and San Antonio controls the opening tip. First possession goes to the Spurs. Castle into the hands to Fox. Fox at the top of the key, taking on Bridges. De'Aaron Fox out on the perimeter, dribbles up, takes on Towns, and attacks the rim, followed by Cats. 18 seconds into the game. That's not how you want to start here tonight for Karl-Anthony Towns. De'Aaron Fox going right after Cat. Getting to the rim, Fox will have 2 free throws. First shot's good. Second free throw cut the bounce. Opening possession for the Knicks tonight. Brunson past the midcourt logo. He's working on Champagny. Lob goes to Cat. Fox tried to gamble for the steal. And Cat dribbles up inside the key. Makes the pass to Hart. Dribbles back outside. Finds Cat up fake. Gets past Castle. Cat attacks. Runner. Got it. It is good for 2. Cat on the board. Great sign to see there for the Knicks. Got an aggressive version on the Karl-Anthony Towns starting off the game tonight. Cross-court pass connecting with Vassell on a 3. He drills it from the perimeter. Devin Vassell, big-time stroke, puts the Spurs up 5-2. Possession number 2 now for the Knicks. Pass midcourt with Brunson. First minute of action through. Lob goes to Cat. Drives on Wemby inside the key. Cat going right to the rim. Draws the shooting foul on Wembanyama. 2 shots coming up at the free throw line by Karl-Anthony Towns. Exactly where you want to put Wemby here if you're Cat. Cat receives the ball 18 feet away from the basket. Then straight away dribble drive penetrates the rim. It goes up for a slam dunk, and Wemby clobbers Cat from behind. Yeah, Wemby's going up for the block. He got part of the net going up for the block. Yeah, he did hit Cat on the head. And then that when he hit Cat on the head, contesting the slam dunk from behind. And then Wemby's hand went through the netting, going up on the block for Cat, and it was ruled a shooting foul. So 2 shots coming up at the free throw line by Cat, and we already have a timeout. Like, we're a minute into this game, and Spurs take a timeout. So Spurs challenging this call right now. A minute and 5 into the game. Spurs are challenging a foul on Victor Wembanyama from behind. It looked like he clearly contacted Cat from behind. Are you a fan of Behind Your Arc Basketball and want to rep the B-Tab brand? Then check out the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Click the link posted in the description of this video, or you can click the QR code as well. The Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is your online shop to rep my channel brand. My merch store has shirts, sweatshirts, pants, shorts, winter hats, pillows, mugs, phone cases, and so much more. And new to the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is Mr. Top's gear to rep your favorite tortoise. Check out the newly added Mr. Top's jerseys and all the other great items at the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. So right now, this is under review. Victor Wembanyama shooting foul, defending Cats. I mean, if this is a wasted challenge, what a terrible start to begin this game for San Antonio. If this is a wasted challenge, a minute and 5 into action, especially when Cat already has 1 foul. Like, okay, I get the challenge when nobody has a foul in this game, but a minute and 5 into the game and they're challenging a foul call on their best player. I mean, on the other side, the other guy who's going to be defending you throughout the game with Towns already has 1 to his name himself. But, I mean, it looks genius if they win this right here. But if they don't, they lose a challenge, it backfires. So super early for a challenge, but once we get the call to come in, we'll confirm. I see on the ESPN box right now, there's a stat that just updated. Let's see if I can get it up for you guys. I just saw an update here. Yeah. Yeah, so I just updated the ESPN box, and Cat's not on the floor. Cat pushed off on Wemby, shoving off. Wow. Wow, Cat's hooking Wemby before Wemby came in for the block. That is well prior. Wow. So the Spurs win the challenge. Victor Wembanyama back to 0 fouls. And the call has been overturned. Karl-Anthony Towns gets called in an offensive foul, hooking Wembanyama off the drive before Wemby came in for the shooting foul off the block. We get back to action. So Cat right now is on the bench with 2 fouls in the first minute of action. Wemby puts up the shot, scores the 2. Wow, that completely takes Cat out of the game for a long time. 7-2 San Antonio. They try Robinson inside the paint off his fingertips. He turns it over. Spurs with possession. Champagnie slides it off to Castle. Takes the 3 off the back rim. No good. Hart controls the defensive rebound. So right now, if you're just joining in, Karl-Anthony Towns, 2 personal fouls in the first minute and 5 on the bench. OG. Jumper to elbow over Champagnie. Left off the rim. Short Castle controls the defensive rebound. Castle Fox Wemby, Champagnie, and Vassell to 5 of the court. Fox pull-up jumper missed off the rim short. Rebound goes back to Hart, pushing tempo up the floor. OG inside the mid-block. Bounce pass goes to Brunson. Right now, just out of sorts for the Knicks. Brunson, step back jumper across the ankles over Champagnie. Couldn't make it. Bricked off the back rim out of bounds. And it last went off of Robinson. Wow, just so inefficient right now for the Knicks starting off this game. Bricks all over the court right now for New York, and Cat sitting on the floor for a long time. Castle with possession, cross court, into the hands to Champagnie, drives inside the key, dish outside Wemby, push pass, corner three, Vassell, splash! 10-2 San Antonio. Perfect, 2 for 2 from the perimeter right now. For the Spurs to start off with Devin Vassell. That's a big U by Josh Hart. Gave it away. Julian Champagnie rises up for the one-handed flush. Timeout on the floor. Take him by the Knicks. 12-2 right out of the gate for the Spurs. Where's this ball going to? For Josh Hart. Terrible pass as Brunson moves off his spot. Tries to bounce past him the ball from like 3 feet away. And it goes directly to Champagnie, who steals it and dunks it. It is all San Antonio as we have the first timeout of the night by New York. Wow, still got a long way left to go in this game, but the New York Knicks just out of sorts right now. Cannot make a shot, and they are just all out of sorts with turnovers. 2 turnovers. That was the first live ball turnover of the night. And Devin Vassell is on point. 6 points, perfect. 2 for 2 from the perimeter. 2s each by Wemby, Champagnie, and Fox. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Man, that was some bad basketball on display for New York. Yeah, this is a major disappointment. If this Knicks team loses tonight at home, really gives San Antonio the open door to pull away in the series. Like, the Spurs tonight have the chance to make history. So, still got a long way left to go. Where the question mark is for the Spurs is that when Wemby checks out, that's when the run starts for the Knicks. And this game is a long way from being over, but that's where the run starts for New York. And if they're getting solid minutes off the bench with guys like Luke Cornett, Carter Bryant tonight, Dylan Harper is going to produce off the bench, then really that helps them to sustain the lead if they're getting especially solid output by guys like Cornett, Bryant, Keldon Johnson. When those 3 guys specifically come in, because it's basically been a 9-man rotation for San Antonio, Dylan Harper's going to get his point, so he should be good. But if those 3 other guys off the bench, if they make impacts, then yeah, Spurs looking to even it up if that does happen. Hey, what's good? Toyville in the street. Welcome back in. Yeah, second quarter's been the quarter that the Spurs have fallen apart. So San Antonio going to keep on needing to sustain that if they want to make this 2-2. Yeah, Wemby was getting booed like crazy. Like whenever he was seen in public, and in New York. He was booed like crazy for Wemby. Like, I mean, this ain't... He's 22 for Wembanyama. 22 years old. It's not like you're going up against the villain in the Garden. Ain't like you're going up against Trae Young or so. Brunson gets his way around off the seal, missed off the mark. Robinson missed the layup. Robinson, a loose ball, lost it on the bounce. And it's going to stay Knicks ball. Lucky there for New York. Jalen Brunson, the inbound passer. Cat on the bench with those 2 personal fouls. Corner 3, it's good. OG Anunoby buries the triple. 7-point game right now. Big response coming back from the timeout for the Knicks. Castle sends off to Wemby at the top. Towards his right off the dribble. Victor Wembanyama at the elbow. Step through around Wemby. Ring around the Rosie. Drops in for 2. Looking to push tempo quickly up the floor. Knicks have it. Josh Hart, his pass. Soared up and grabbed it was OG. OG goes up, stripped, fouled. It's on Vassell, who picks up the personal. Yeah, good question. I'd probably go with 24 because I've been waiting for a while for Tatum and Brown to come through for a championship. So I go 24 there. Yeah, Celtics had their big 3 back in 08. Nigel player, welcome back in. Yeah, disaster start by the Knicks. If you're just joining in, Karl-Anthony Towns is on the bench. He picked up 2 fouls in the first 65 seconds. First free throw is good by Anunoby. So Mitchell Robinson, bunch of minutes he will get in this first half tonight. 3 minutes played so far by Robinson in place of Cat. Second free throw is good. 7-point game right now. Spurs have possession back. Castle taking on Hart. Outside finds Wemby. Wemby at the top of the key. Moves it over to Castle. Castle working on Hart. 1-on-1. Dribbles up. Drives. Jumper. Mid-range. Tough one. Off the rim. Short to Robinson. Came away with a defensive rebound. Wemby back behind the plate. They got numbers 5 and 4. Hart accelerates right to the rim. Scores. Up and it off the backboard. Plus the foul. And a 1 coming up at the free throw line for Josh Hart. And all of a sudden, this lead that the Spurs have built has dropped down to 5 after they were up by 10, 12-2. Yeah, glad to have you back in, Toivo. Melba Hawkins looks like is watching right now with Bilal Muhammad. Thanks for joining in. One free throw coming up by Josh Hart. Solid game 3. He was left open quite a bit, drilled his threes. 16 points, 4 threes in the previous game. Free throw is good. It's only a 4-point game right now. Spurs with possession past midcourt. 4 minutes plus into action. Castle inside the paint. To lob, looking for Wemby. Held up and fouled. And that will be on Hart, who picks up the personal. Kelly, thanks for joining in. Glad to have you in the stream. Roger, welcome in. We got Mike Shock on the channel looking for the Spurs tonight. Hit us up in the chat who you guys like to win. Spurs or Knicks. And Jungle Pitbull, glad to have you back in, bud. Non-shooting foul. Inbound goes right back over to San Antonio. In the front court, Champagnie. Champagnie puts the ball into the hands to Castle at the left wing. Gets blitzed off the double team. Finds Champagnie at the top. Dribbles up top of the free throw circle. Outside Castle. Dribbles up inside. Jumper. 13-footer. Swoosh. Tough shot. Able to nail it for Stephon Castle. 6-point lead right now for the Spurs. Knicks cross midcourt. Brunson at the free throw circle. Sends it back outside into the hands to Bridges. Bridges takes on Dylan Harper. First time on the floor tonight. Dribbles inside the key, guarded by Castle. Bridges 1-on-1. Tough follow away off the back rim. No good. Rebound collected by Castle. Castle has it up the floor. Bounce pass Wemby on top. Towards his right. Slides it off to Harper. Harper dribbles up to the low block. Sends it on top. Castle. Champagny push pass corner Vassell. Outside on top. Launching the three. Castle right down the chute. Buries it. Stephon Castle. Laser beam straight away from the top of the key. Cold-blooded in the last game by Stephon Castle at 22. And a victory. 19-10 now for the Spurs. Knicks with possession. Robinson. Top of the free throw circle defended by Wemby. Handoff goes to Hart. Hart at the left corner. Taken on Vassell. Slides it off to Brunson for the timer. Brunson dribbles inside. Dish outside. OG launches the three. Missed off the mark. Rebound goes to Champagny. Dylan Harper taking it quickly up the floor. Cross-court pass finds Vassell. Buries the triple. 22-10. San Antonio, largest lead of the night so far. 8-zip run by the Spurs. That was an incredible feed right there. Cross-court from Dylan Harper off to Vassell for the made three. Brunson getting locked up by Castle. Brunson, tough shot, falling away. And drew the shooting foul. Wow, the Spurs defense has really been able to contain Jalen Brunson. No points in the first 6 minutes. 0 for 2 shooting. And a couple substitutions about to check in. Landry Shamet is going to come into the game. Karl-Anthony Towns has 2 personal fouls. Picked up 2 fouls in the first 65 seconds. So Ariel Hukporti, number 55, is at the scorer's table. About to check in for Mitchell Robinson. Now, if Wemby is on the floor, that's a major mismatch right now. Yep, Victor Wembanyama going to stay in the court. Mitchell Robinson is on the bench. And this could open up the opportunity right now for Wemby to go off. Ariel Hukporti has yet to play in these finals, getting his first NBA Finals minute of action right here as he checks into the game at the 5 spot. Second free throw by Brunson. It is good. Buries both of them. It's a 10-point game. So right now, the 5 of the court look like this for the Spurs. De'Aaron Fox, Keldon Johnson, Victor Wembanyama, Devin Vassell, and Dylan Harper. Harper dribbles up to the elbow on top. Wemby takes out Hukporti. Straight away 3. Wembanyama buries the 3. 13-point lead for the Spurs. A new guy on the floor, Victor Wembanyama taking advantage right now. Mikal Bridges on the court alongside Hart, Shamet, Hukporti, and Brunson. Basically, it's Brunson that's going to have to do the bulk of the scoring with this rotation. Jumper, 18-footer, straight away. Bridges got it. Yeah, he's been efficient games 1 and 2. That's a nice J right there sent down by Mikal Bridges. Wemby at the top of the key. Switch guarded by Brunson. Gets past him off the dribble. Jacks up the 3. 27-footer off the back rim. No good. A rebound goes to Bridges. Knicks with the ball. Down by 11. Brunson at the wing takes on Harper. Brunson clamped, guarded by Keldon Johnson at the wing. Dribbles up at the low block off the double team. Floats it up over Wemby. Blocked by Wemby. Hit in the deck right there for Victor Wembanyama with his defense, trying to turn it right into offense. They do. Up and it off the glass. Keldon Johnson scores the 2. 13-point lead once again. San Antonio, a machine starting off this game. 10 for 14 from the floor. Brunson kick out corner 3. It is buried as Mikal Bridges drills the triple. Basically, it's all Bridges right now in this rotation. Jalen Brunson's been locked up so far as the Spurs have contained a Vassell. Dribbles towards his left. Floats a cross-court. Harper. A right baseline dribble. Takes on Shamet. Crossed his ankles. And it's going to be a reach-in foul charged to the Knicks here. The clock will stop with 4:23. And Victor Wembanyama will take a seat on the bench. Luke Kornet will come into the game first time tonight. So right now, Knicks, a little bit thin in their front court. Karl-Anthony Towns with those 2 personal fouls. Mitchell Robinson will check back into the game. He'll replace Ariel Hukporti. Mitchell Robinson, a -7 of court time for him tonight. 4 starters are -10 between OG, Hart, Bridges, and Brunson. All -10 on the floor. Hey, welcome back in. We got Timber on the stream. Timber liking the Spurs. Rogelio liking the Spurs as well. Hey, what's good, Ron? Welcome back in. Things going pretty well. Cornette gets it off to Vassell. Vassell at the elbow. Sends it back outside to Fox. 8 in the timer. Fox tees up the 3. Fox rattles in the triple. San Antonio came to play. Came to drill their shots tonight. Red hot from the perimeter. 6 for 8 from 3 for the Spurs. Knicks with possession. First time in the court for Jose Alvarado. Alvarado lobs it up over the top. Robinson couldn't squeeze it. Robinson got fouled. They're trying to send it off an alley-oop slam. Keldon Johnson, guilty party, picked up the personal foul. So Mitchell Robinson will shoot 2 at the free throw line. Not a bad sign here if you're the Spurs defense that you committed this foul on Robinson. Either way, Knicks are the bonus. First free throw missed. And Mitchell Robinson, not a good free throw shooter, so basically the Spurs going to count that possession as a win. They prevented an alley-oop jam from happening, and Mitchell Robinson already missed the first free throw. Resty, welcome back in. Glad to have you back in for the Philippines. Thoughts and prayers out to you guys in the Philippines out there. Terrible earthquake a couple of days ago. Second free throw, no good. Missed off the back rim off a flat line drive by Robinson. Rebound went to Harper. Spurs up by 13. Chance to add to it. Top of the key, Dylan Harper. Dylan Harper dribbles up inside the key at the mid-block. Harper puts up the shot, and he gets knocked down. He got swatted away as Shave came away with a loose ball. Up the court, it goes to Alvarado. That was some big-time defense there for the Knicks. Lob looking over the top for Robinson. Denied by Luke Cornette. And Fox and Alvarado got tied up with it. This is going to be a jump ball at the Knicks free throw circle. And here comes Cat back into the game with those 2 personal fouls. Luke Cornette coming up big, denying the backdoor lob to Mitchell Robinson. Yeah, Alvarado thought it was a clear-cut goaltend. That had yet to get to the rim. Yeah, that is not over the cylinder. That is not over the cylinder. That happened before it got to the cylinder. Mike Brown was trying to challenge this call, and he did get it off in time. Wow, he did get it off in time where the ball was tipped. The ball was tipped off the tie-up, and oh no, he didn't get it off in time. It's ruled San Antonio possession. He didn't get it off in time. Wemby dribbles, drives, right down the lane inside, no good, shoves it through with a tip-in. 32-17. Victor Wembanyama, Skywalker. Largest lead of the finals for San Antonio, up by 15. Knicks. An efficient start tonight for them, breaking a bunch of shots. Alvarado at the top of the key. 3 minutes left to go in the first. Dribbles towards his left. Alvarado, guarded by Wemby, slides it off to OG. Attacks the paint. OG flies in for a slam and draws the shooting foul. He missed the slam dunk. 2 free throws coming up at the line by OG Anunoby. Yeah, that was teamwork between Wemby and Keldon Johnson, actually, for the tip. Keldon Johnson, Wemby. Yeah, it was Wemby. Yeah, Wemby right in front of Keldon Johnson there. If you guys are just joining in, Cat has 2 fouls. He picked up 2 fouls in 65 seconds to start off this game. He got substituted with 10:55 remaining in the first. So in the first minute and 5 seconds, he picked up 2 personal fouls. First shot is good at the line by Anunoby. So tonight, Karl-Anthony Towns, 2 minutes of action. That's why Mitchell Robinson has played 6 minutes so far, and Ariel Hukporti has played 2. So foul trouble, taking the Knicks out of it early. De'Aaron Fox going to take a seat on the bench. Second free throw is good by Anunoby. 13-point game. 2:50 left to go in the third, or in the opening quarter here. 7.7 minutes by OG Anunoby. Stephon Castle on the floor alongside Wemby, Vassell, Harper, and Johnson. Castle finds Wemby. At the right wing, takes on OG. Hand off to Harper. Dylan Harper at the top, take it on Alvarado. Dribbles up into the low block. Jumper deep two. Connects on it. Able to spot up and drill it off the bench by Dylan Harper. Jason, what's good, brother? San Antonio machine started off this game 13 for 19 from the floor. Knicks a low percentage. Cats at the elbow. And away from the play, Spurs pick up a personal foul. This will send Cat to the free throw line. Actually, it's going to be on Wemby. I believe it's going to be on Wemby. Beg my pardon. It's going to be on Keldon Johnson. So Cat's heading to the line. It's going to be a technical free throw, so not a shooting foul. Yeah, he was bouncing bodies off Wemby, but it was defensive 3-second technical on Keldon Johnson. Technical free throw is good by Cat, plus the basketball coming up for the Knicks. Jalen Brunson checks back in on the floor. Jose Alvarado will take a seat on the bench. Yeah, some really good shot making by Dylan Harper. Jalen Brunson, near side front courts. Inbound goes to Cats. Hand off to Brunson. Brunson at the top, takes on Castle. Crossover, gets past him off the dribble. Kick out, corner, three, McBride. Off the rim, no good. Vassell there to snatch the defensive rebound. Spurs up the floor possession. Dylan Harper on top finds Castle. Back into the hands to Harper. And they're going to slow it down. We're under 2 minutes left to go in the first. Crossover Castle, working on Brunson. Backs his way. Castle bumped. Castle fouled. And the Spurs are in the bonus. 2 free throws coming up here at the line for Stephon Castle. So that is on Jalen Brunson, who bumps Stephon Castle. Or beg my pardon, no. They're not going to give it on one free throw by Devin Vassell. They're going to give it to. Wow, another technical defensive 3-second call on Landry Shamet. Yeah, that could have gone down as a Jalen Brunson foul. So that is technical foul, defensive 3 seconds by the Knicks for Landry Shamet, and Cats will go back to the bench as he will substitute out. Fastest player to reach 2 fouls in an NBA Finals game since 1998 tonight for Karl-Anthony Towns. 15-point lead for the Spurs. They have possession. Castle fires a bullet down low. Wemby keeps alive. Kick out. Corner three. Fox. No good off the rim. A rebound goes to Shamet. Brunson with possession. Drives on the Harper. Inside the key of Brunson. Sends it back out to McBride. Under 90 seconds left to go in the first. He circles his way back out to the perimeter. Deuce McBride, clamped all over by Stephon Castle. Into the hands to Shamet. Rises for the jumper. Deep two. Missed off the rim short. Tipped around. Tipped to the bounds. Last off, Champagnie. It's going to stay Knicks ball. Yeah, last game they had 6 guys in double figures for the Spurs. They get that type of impact tonight. They should be able to win it. Their defense has found their calling card. Since the last game, their defense has really started to ramp up. Miles McBride, it takes the 3 and no good. Skidded off the rim and out of bounds. All of a sudden, the shot making is just not there for the Knicks. 5 for 17, 29% in the game. They're shooting 40% from 3 at 2 for 5 from 3. They cannot make a 2 to save their life tonight. Final minute left to go in the first. Spurs out to a dominant start. Stephon Castle at the left wing finds Wemby. Top of the key, up fake. Wemby taking on Robinson. Back out to the perimeter. Wembanyama 1-on-1. Dribbles, drives, inside off the pivot. Wemby got it off the glass, up and in off the window. 17-point lead for San Antonio, and Wemby pushed. Wemby gets fouled. It's an offensive foul charge to Mitchell Robinson. Offensive foul by the Knicks. It goes back to the Spurs. The Knicks front court is in some severe foul trouble to start off tonight. Mitchell Robinson, terrible foul. Oh, yeah, he elbowed Victor Wembanyama in the upper chest area. Mitchell Robinson jogging down the courts. Wemby's got a hand on the chest of Wemby, and boom! This may be a flagrant 2. That might be enough to be a flagrant 2. There was an elbow to the upper chest. There was also a shot by Mitchell Robinson to the temple of Wemby. That could be it for Mitchell Robinson tonight. That could be a flagrant 2, shown in that last replay. So right now, the referees are reviewing this at the monitor. Wow, that was a heavy shot. Like, when Wemby got ejected against Minnesota, that was a heavy elbow. That was basically similar level of heaviness set by Mitchell Robinson. Mitchell Robinson jogging up the floor. Heavy elbow knocking out Victor Wembanyama. This game's starting to get out of control right now for the Knicks. Yeah, offensive foul turnover. It's being looked at the monitor to see if this is going to be up to a flagrant 1, flagrant 2. Like, that was hard. That might warrant an ejection there to be a flagrant 2. That was a hard elbow. And there's some deep foul trouble right now for this Knicks team to overcome. Zach Zarba, main crew chief official, he has a 60% winning percentage with San Antonio as the team all time. Number 1 in the NBA for Zach Zarba as crew chief, with the Spurs being the best winning percentage of all teams in the NBA. This is starting to turn into WWE. Like, this is insane. Right now, it's 37-20. Spurs lead the Knicks. And Victor Wembanyama is going to get a free throw, and he buries the free throw. Plus, they'll get the basketball back. It's going to be a flagrant type 1 charge to Mitchell Robinson. Wemby will have a second free throw. And plus the basketball coming up for San Antonio. Second free throw by Wemby. And that is good. Up by 19 points plus the ball. 39-20 for San Antonio, plus they have possession. And this is on the road. 13 points in the opening quarter by Wembanyama. Cat's on the bench. And who the hell is the center right now? This is the lineup that they got in the final 35 seconds. Lob over the top of Wemby. Off a triple team as there's no center. Broke it up on the bounce and it went off the Knicks. Landry Shamet, Jalen Brunson, OG Anunoby, Miles McBride, and a baseline J is good off the inbound by Vassell. Jeremy Sohan is playing the small ball 5 right now for the Knicks as they're trailing by 21. Brunson inside the key. Bumped into and fouled. It's by Castle. Yeah, Stephon Castle has been a foul magnet in this series. Yeah, they had 4 guys defend Wembanyama on the last possession. Jeremy Sohan, a former Spur, is playing the small ball 5. Brunson, first free throw, got the bounce. And Dylan Harper will check back in with 19.7 seconds. Jeremy Sohan, 6'8", trying to defend Victor Wembanyama. Second free throw is good by Brunson. 19-point lead. Yeah, just throw it up for Wemby. Like, there's no big man defending him. Fox with the ball, 10 seconds left to go. Wemby getting pushed all around. No call there by the refs, though. Crossover, Fox. Fox tees up the three straight away. Off the rim, no good. Rebound ripped away by Anunoby. Couldn't get the shot off at the buzzer. And that's the end of the first quarter of action. Total domination by the San Antonio Spurs. Double-digit lead in the first quarter of all four games. First time that's happened in the NBA Finals in the 55-game span. San Antonio up 41-22. It's only one quarter in tonight, but this is not looking good for the Knicks. They just completely got taken out in the first minute due to Cat with some deep foul trouble. And Mitchell Robinson getting into some foul issues. A minus 14 on the floor for Robinson. And then they tried Ariel Hukporti. Ariel Hukporti picked up a foul, and this is not looking good right now with the foul issues for the Knicks. Yeah, this game's not over, but not looking so hot right now for New York. There's just no jump shot ability tonight. They're shooting 29%. San Antonio's cooking from the floor. 65%, 15 for 23. They're the heater. They cannot miss. This series might be like Phoenix Suns, Milwaukee Bucks in 2021 all over again. Like, all of a sudden, this Spurs team has caught fire. Like, you look back to that series from 5 years ago, the Bucks were down to 0-2. And then they just needed their superstar player to take over and take control of the game. And that's what Victor Wembanyama is doing. He's doing exactly what Giannis did 5 years ago, down to 0-2 and completely flipped the switch in 1 and 6. So this is a huge second quarter coming up. This Knicks team has been by far much better than the Spurs in second quarters in this series. That's where they've been able to chip into the deficit and make this a completely different game. So this is a huge calling card for New York in the second quarter. Yeah, tonight, Jalen Brunson, 4 points, 0 for 3 shooting. I mean, he's going to find a way. He's going to find a way to get 25-30 at the end of this game where he has just 4 through 1 quarter. Like, they're not going to pack it in just yet. I know foul trouble is going deeply against them right now for the Knicks, but they're going to make their adjustments. They're going to find a way. And that has to start with playing defense. Yeah, the Knicks are 40% from 3. Terrible from the floor. They're 29% from the floor. They made just 3 twos in the first quarter. They're 3 for 12 from 2. They're shooting 25% from 2. We get back to action. 19-point game, Alvarado on the floor alongside Cat, Shamet, Anunoby, and McBride. A kick out corner, OG. Slides it on top, Alvarado for the timer. Finds Shamet, shovel pass, corner, 3. OG Anunoby splashes the 3. Big response there for New York. 16-point game, OG's got 10. Yeah, they're going to take the lead with Anunoby. He's been efficient tonight. Corner three, right back by Fox. Nails the triple. Right in the corner right there. De'Aaron Fox able to bury it. Yeah, I think there was some pressure on them, especially coming into the last game, that playing in front of their home crowd for the first time in 27 years in the finals. So there was some deep pressure, especially with the president in attendance. Right now, I'm kind of shocked by the result of this game, but it's just been foul trouble that's taken him out early on. Wemby finds Harper, Champagnie. Great ball movement here by San Antonio. In the corner is Fox again. Fox, step back three over Shamet. Sticks in another three. Big time shot by De'Aaron Fox as Wemby got knocked down to the back end of the play as well. And a foul attached to it charged to New York. Man, De'Aaron Fox worked every single penny, dollar, and buck tonight on the floor. Hitting some tough shots from the corner. Playing iso ball, Landry Shamet, and hitting a step back on him. Cold-blooded De'Aaron Fox. They are nailing their shots. 68%, 17 for 25 to start off tonight for San Antonio. And there was a foul attached to this possession, too, charged in New York on Jose Alvarado, away from the play foul. So right now, this is being looked at on the monitor. So Fox drilled a three, and then Wemby got knocked down after the ball went through the net by Alvarado. So Victor Wembanyama is going to have free throws coming up at the line, I believe, here. He's standing at the free throw line and waiting for some free throws. So right now, we're waiting this official review and this foul call charged to Jose Alvarado. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe here. Got almost 500 plus watching right now. You guys, the real legends. So we do have 500 plus watching right now. Guys, the real legends MVP is out here to stream. This is tied for the largest deficit in the postseason for the New York Knicks. Now remember, they trailed by 22 against the Cavs. In Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals, they came back and won that game. Though the defense for the San Antonio Spurs just looks like it's built different. Tonight, Victor Wembanyama, 13 points in 12 minutes. Completely taking Karl-Anthony Towns out of this game in deep foul trouble. 2 fouls, playing just 4 minutes so far tonight for Cat. Mitchell Robinson with no answers for Wemby. 7 minutes, minus 14. They even put in Ariel Hukporti on the floor for 2 minutes. And they even tried the small ball 5 with Jeremy Sohan. So they are well behind the 8 ball on their front court to match up with Wembanyama tonight out there. Yeah, San Antonio has found their bread and butter. They're getting Wemby switched on different type of players, and he's just providing mismatches for the other guys who he's playing against. They got him switched on Alvarado in the last possession. And then that's where the jostling and fighting for position starts, and those guys are trying to push and knock Wemby off his spot, and yeah, that's going to get called as a foul. I mean, I know the guy's a foot taller than the other guys on the floor for most of them, but still going to play them like you're playing the other guys. You have to play them cleanly. You can't be playing him in WWE style because that's going to get called. So Victor Wembanyama's at the free throw line. They just made a 3 with De'Aaron Fox. Wemby has a free throw away from play foul by Alvarado, and the free throw is good by Wemby. 14 points now for Wembanyama. Jalen Brunson. He has been locked up tonight, taking on Dylan Harper, bumped into, followed by Harper. Brunson on the floor alongside Cat, Anunoby, Shamit, and McBride. Brunson, step back jumper over Champagny. High arcer, missed off the mark. Battle for the rebound. Cat came away with it. Cat got it, plus the foul. And one, covered up with a free throw line by Cat. All right, there's the impact by Cat. Offensive rebound putback, taking on a mismatch of Carter Bryant. Wemby was there, though, to battle for the glass, just not in position. Cat with a great box out right past Bryant, put it up and put it through. Able to muscle his way past Bryant and one. Free throw by Cat. And the free throw is good. 20-point game right now. Wemby on the floor alongside Fox, Harper, Champagny, and Bryant. Fox out to a strong start tonight. Taking on Shamit. Sends it off to Champagny. Back into the hands of Fox. De'Aaron Fox at the elbow. Cross court. Connects with Champagny. Takes the three off the rim. Short to Bryant. Couldn't control the rebound. It goes back to the Knicks. Up the floor. Brunson attacks the paint. Brunson scores the layup. Now, this is where the run has the potential to start. And we see a little bit of a run here by New York. Carter Bryant. It's been unplayable throughout this series right now. A minus on the floor for San Antonio. Kick out, corner three. Harper got the triple. They got knockdown shooters awaiting for the ball in the corner. They are nailing everything tonight. 9 for 14 from 3 for San Antonio. Brunson, baseline dribble, takes on Wemby inside, sends it back out to the wing. A three taken by McBride, missed off the rim shorts. Wembanyama hauls in the defensive rebound. Up the floor, goes over to Harper. Crossover, takes on Brunson at the elbow. Skip pass, corner, three. Bryant buries the triple. The ball is popping. The ball is moving tonight. Inside to outside. The corner three is dropping for San Antonio. Jalen Brunson at the elbow. Had it poked loose by Fox. Got it back. 12 on the timer. Brunson up fake. Brunson puts it the shot. Got it. Houdini-like through for two for Jalen Brunson. Man, that was a tough shot right there for Brunson. De'Aaron Fox slides it on top. Champagny, rise and fire on the three and nails it. They are automatic from the perimeter tonight. 10th made three as a team in the opening half. Beg my pardon, that's their 11th made three as a team in the half. They're now 11 for 16 from the perimeter. 8.5 left to go before halftime. OG Anunoby, baseline dribble, bodies collide. And it's going to be on Harper, who picks up the personal. Yeah, this is crazy. You got 21, 22-year-old players balling out, drilling threes left and right. They are 11 for 16 from three, 69%, 20 for 29 from the floor, 69%. Legit cannot miss. 13 assists as a team. The Knicks as a team have made just 9 field goals in the first half. The Spurs have more assists than what they have for rebounds, and also rebounds by the Knicks. 12-9, Knicks are out rebounding the Spurs tonight. 13 assists on 20 made field goals to no turnovers. That's as good as a game that you can play the Knicks tonight with 5 turnovers. That's just incredible basketball to this point that they've got no turnovers. Jalen Brunson, the inbound passer. Lobs it off the Bridges, top of the key. Bridges, push pass to the corner. Jordan Clarkson, the first time on the floor, takes the three around the rim and out. To rebound, went to Bryant. Spurs with possession. Up by 25 with 8:15 left to go before half. Stephon Castle, crossover, dribbles up, drives inside the paint. Outside, Champagny. No good in the three. A rebound went to Hart. Outlet pass up ahead of the pack. Clarkson, one man to beat. Clarkson scores the layup. Jordan Clarkson takes to the distance, lob over the top, backdoor, throwing it down with a two-handed flush. It's Carter Bryant. Knicks forgot to get back in transition defense. Stephon Castle off the full court lob makes them pay. Bryant with an alley-oop jam. Baseline Jimmy Clarkson underneath the hoop. Slides it on top to Brunson. Into the hands to Bridges. Up fake. A jumper. Deep to Bridges. Around the rim and out. Offensive rebound. Cat missed the bunny. And an over the back violation. It's on the offense charged to the Knicks. Pushing off on the glass. Offensive foul by New York. Wow, this is just stunning here for New York. The whole crowd is silent. That was also on Cat. That is Cat's third personal foul. So Karl-Anthony Towns over the back, getting called in the personal foul. Jumper, Champagnie missed the three. Rebound went to Clarkson. The bullied in the backcourt, lost it. Turnover, Carter Bryant surging to the rim. No good, good denied by Cat. He's out of the play here. You got to score this if you're the Knicks. You have a 5-4 advantage. And now Bryant gets set back defensively. There goes that advantage, goes back to even strength. Brunson at the wing, cross court, connects with Hart. And away from the play, Spurs pick up the foul. Wow, the all-out hustle by Carter Bryant couldn't finish the layup. He got denied by Cat going up to the rim, but still gonna love the hustle there by a young rookie. Might have took me an extra series when I said it, but yeah. Right now, Cat in the bright lights as Brunson's three will not count. Referees blow a whistle before Brunson teed up the three and buried it. It will not count. But right now, this is the second game in the finals at home for Karl-Anthony Towns. And he was running away with NBA Finals MVP to the first two games, him and Jalen Brunson. Cat locked up Victor Wembanyama. And then Victor Wembanyama said that he hasn't even played normal yet. And so looks like that was the wake-up call for the New York Knicks. It might have taken them 2 games to do so, but this very young San Antonio team has finally grown together in this playoffs. And this series all of a sudden is looking very reminiscent to what the Bucks and Suns finals was like 5 years ago, where the Bucks were down 0-2. Giannis wasn't his normal self to start off that series, and then all of a sudden just took over games 3, 4, 5, and 6 and closed out the series in 6. And this is what it looks like right now. This San Antonio team, if they keep on playing like this is the team that I thought that they would be. And they're going to close it out in 6. I just hadn't seen it this playoffs with the lights being too bright on a Cat. The adjustments were just not there in the previous series by Kenny Atkinson and the Cavs. Like everybody played so well against the Cavs. And now the defense is there for the Spurs. They made their adjustments defensively. There was a clip posted about defense by another YouTuber, how the ball was moving all throughout. Everybody got a touch around the perimeter by the Knicks, but what made it incredible for the Spurs was that everybody was rotating over defensively and able to close out. And the Knicks, against any other team in the NBA, could have buried an open 3. But the Spurs had guys all over the court, closing out, making things tough, and just committed to playing defense. And right now, San Antonio, their commitment to playing defense has just been an incredible sign to see for the Spurs to flip this series. And they're playing defense, plus they're just on fire, nailing shots. They are 64% from the floor shooting. They made 11 threes in this first half, and they've got Jalen Brunson just locked up in the opening half. Jalen Brunson just 8 points and 2 for 6 shooting. This is nothing new. He's been able to get his points, but he's attempting like 25, 27, 30 shot attempts a game. Like that cannot last. Like he's chucking up shots on the basis of 25 plus per game like that. Like, man, like I remember when I was playing baseball in high school for senior league, and I was going like extra inning games, like pitching 11, 12 innings in extra inning games after having high school practice earlier in the day, and then going off to a rec league game at night. So by the time I got home, I threw the ball like 400, 500 times. Like I was doing like probably like 50 to 100 pitches and so with warm-ups, plus during the extra inning game that we had, um, I think I threw like 145 pitches or so. Like, man, he's gonna have to ice his shoulder up shooting all these shots after the end of these games. Yeah, I remember actually in Little League, my head coach in Little League overpitched me, and I had thrown a complete game on a Saturday, and then he forgot the pitching rules. It was supposed to be like 3 days of rest. He had me pitch 6 innings, a complete game in Little League, when I was 10 years old on the Saturday, and then he had me pitch again another complete game on the Monday. And we ended up winning the game, and then we looked at the standings, and then it said forfeited win because he pitched me a second complete game that was not in the pitching rules. After I pitched the previous complete game, he thought he could get away with it. Mitchell Robinson just bricked both of the free throws. Both shots no good at the line by Robinson. Rebound went to Castle. Castle was held up in the backcourt, fouled. Robinson will check out of the game. Ariel Huckporty comes in to replace Robinson. This game has been a lost game right from the jump for the Knicks since Cat picked up those 2 fouls in the first minute. Stephon Castle on the floor alongside Luke Cornett, Julian Champagnie, Dylan Harper, Devin Vassell. Lob looking for Cornett. Held up down low. Cornett was fouled. And all of a sudden, Ariel Huckporty, a guy who's barely played, has to play minutes here right now. And OG Anunoby is going to check in. He replaces Jordan Clarkson. Von Castle gets the inbounds. Sends it on top to Cornett. Broken up. Intercepted by Brunson. Out to the races. Brunson scores the layup. All right, there's a starting point for the Knicks there. 6.5 left to go before halftime. That was the first turnover of the night by the Spurs. Champagnie slides it off the Castle. Castle at the wing takes on Brunson, drives on him inside the key. Castle blocked by Huckporty. Here goes Brunson running the floor, straight line attack over Champagnie to the rim, scores the 2. All of a sudden, a 4-zip run by Jalen Brunson. Timeout by the Spurs. Good timeout there taken by San Antonio. Luke Cornett couldn't squeeze it. That was a tough pass sent by Castle. Jalen Brunson, just like a defensive back in the NFL, read it perfectly, jumped the route, a steal and layup, and then off the next possession, takes it in for 2 off the finger roll. 4-zip run by Jalen Brunson. Still quite large for the gap, 21-point game. All right, if you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Yeah, if this goes into a game 7, I'm probably going to start to see if I can get a hotspot or so for game 7. I'm actually away up in New Hampshire in game 7, so we don't have Wi-Fi up in the place that we're going to or so, because we're going up to New Hampshire on the Friday, which is the 19th, the final game of the finals, if there is a game 7. Three guys already double figures for San Antonio. 14 for Wemby, 12 by Vassell, 11 by Fox. They're shooting the cover off the ball 62%, 21 for 34. I'm from Mass. Yeah, we go up to New Hampshire a couple times in the summer. My family has a place that we go to in the summer up there. Really good privacy that we have. It's like down the trail with like 9 acres of land, like out in the wilderness. Yeah, threes have been falling left and right for the Spurs tonight. They are 11 for 18 from the perimeter. Yeah, there was actually a bear roaming around in the woods last summer when we went up. Yeah, I hope so. It hasn't been too warm lately. It's supposed to be hot tomorrow, like 90 degrees. Yeah, a lot of great places up there with a lot of great hiking trails up there. Last summer we went to like the biggest glacial erratic in North America. It's called the Madison Boulder up in New Hampshire. That was pretty cool. We get back to action midway into the second quarter. Fox on the floor alongside Harper, Wembanyama, Vassell, and Johnson. Harper finds Wemby. Wemby at the free throw circle, and he gets tied up. So Ariel Hukporti, OG Anunoby, they had two guys forcing a tie up here with Wembanyama. And this is going to be a jump ball between Wemby and Anunoby. And the jump ball gets tipped up to Keldon Johnson. Kick out, corner three. Vassell falling away as splashes the three. What a way to win the jump ball right there. And then they get a fadeaway three by Devin Vassell. Perfect 4 for 4 from the perimeter for San Antonio. 62 to 38. Brunson, runner at the elbow, bounced off the rim, a rebound snatched away by Harper. Dylan Harper bringing the energy. Here goes the Spurs. Top of the key, Wemby looking for the knockout punch right now, and no good. Missed off the back rim. Josh Hart secures the defensive rebound. Knicks with possession. Bridges. Bounce pass to the corner. OG up fake. Anunoby left baseline dribble to the rim, swoops around and draws the shooting foul. 2 shots coming up at the free throw line by Anunoby. It's going to be on De'Aaron Fox, who picks up the personal. I had predicted the Spurs in 6. And yeah, I think it very well could be like reminiscent from that series of the Bucks Suns from 5 years ago. First shot by Anunoby is good. Will I go to any World Cup game? No. The prices for those are crazy. I think they're like $500, $600 just for the game, and then to park is like $100 plus to get parking. Second free throw is good by OG. And after the season wraps up, I'm hoping to cover some Caitlin Clark, Indiana Fever streams after the season. And the jumper is good by Fox off the turnaround. Yeah, it was not looking good, like first 2 games. I honestly thought, based on how the first 2 games went, that they were going to get swept. for them. This has been a crazy series. Like, Jalen Brunson just got it stripped out of bounds. Going to stay Knicks ball. Like, it looked like after the first two games, just the inexperience was taking a toll on them going up against a veteran team, and then they figured it out. You got Wembanyama dominating, and all the other guys are playing really well alongside him as well. Jumper, deep two, not even close by. Sohan, shot clock violation, charged to New York. Yeah, I actually, in my bracket, had Celtics over Spurs, and that didn't pan out. But I did take Spurs to the finals in my bracket back in April. Dylan Harper with possession. Dribbles up, drives inside the key. Harper over Sohan, right to the rim, scores off glass. Good for the deuce. Man, San Antonio right now is pouring it on. Anunoby. 15-footer straight away. Buries the J. OG Anunoby has actually been solid tonight. He's got 14 points. Perfect at the free throw line, 6 for 6. Brunson has 12. After that, not really much generated by anybody else. Jumper's good. Harper buries the 3. 69-42. Man, they are in a zone. Seems like it should already be halftime. Brunson chucks up the 3, missed off the mark, tipped around. Wembanyama battle for the rebound, went out of bounds, and it went off of Wemby. So it's going to stay Knicks ball here. Jalen Brunson inbound underneath. Goes into the hands to Sohan, number 20. Jarby Sohan receives the pocket pass from Brunson. Back out to Brunson. Tees up the 3 from the corner. Knocked down. No call with the referees. Long rebound went to Keldon Johnson. As they're letting this play on. Loose ball into the hands to Harper. Off a spin cycle. Scores the 2. Right place, right time. It's 71-42. There are 5 timeouts still available for the Knicks. They're just going to wave the white flag. Anytime you get one team in the 70s, the other team in the 40s, this game is done. This game's a 29-point lead. Spurs tonight came to play. Like, this is incredible basketball by San Antonio. They have all the momentum going back into their home floor, into a Game 5. Spurs looking to make history tonight. No team has ever won 2 straight games in a row on the road after losing their first 2 at home. And no team has ever gone 3-0 on the road to win the NBA Finals. I wonder, like, a playoff series, if anybody's even done that in a playoff series. Lose games 1 and 2 at home, win 3 and 4 on the road, and then win an additional 1 on the road in Game 6. The 2001 Lakers are the only team to go 3-0 on the road and win a playoff series in NBA history. (71-43) with 2.5 left to go. Step back jumper, Victor Wembanyama, no good off the mark. Battle for the rebound, and Josh Hart came away with it. Castle Went down, hit the deck. Referees ruled a foul, charge the Castle. Hart will have free throws. Tsunami Poppy with a dono. Let's get that dono hype out on the stream for Tsunami Poppy. You the legend, brother. Really appreciate it. Hart has 2 points. In the first free throw, missed. It went in and out. The Knicks cannot buy a bucket to save their lives. And San Antonio has been red hot this entire game. 62% by the Spurs, 39% by the Knicks. Spurs have just 1 turnover this entire first half. Second free throw missed by Hart, tipped around, and Hart came away with an offensive rebound. Brunson tees up a 3, splashes it. 71-46. Jalen Brunson has 16 points, and his team is trailing by a bunch. Fox, kick out to the corner. Champagny fires a 3. No good off the mark. Rebound goes to Brunson. Jalen Brunson crossed the timeline. Anunoby attacks the paint. OG inside the key, sends it outside. Hart broken up. Intercepted by Castle. Up for grabs. Back to Brunson in the backcourt, though. Jalen Brunson off the crossover. Drives, working on Johnson. Jumper fouled. 2 free throws coming up by Jalen Brunson. It's on Keldon Johnson, who picked up the personal foul. Spurs actually have committed 5 more fouls than the Knicks tonight. The Knicks have gone to the free throw line over 10 plus times. They're 14 for 22 tonight at the free throw line. First one is missed by Brunson. Their free throws are not hitting. Right now they're 14 for 23 on free throws. Spurs have only gone to the line 3 times. They're 6 for 6. 2 turnovers by San Antonio. 8 turnovers by the Knicks. I can't even call the last one a turnover. Josh Hart deflected it off a pass down the far side and then drew it up for grabs, but flung it to the wrong player. So that shouldn't even be statted as a turnover, because that's a tough play trying to make towards the far side, basically, and an up for grabs ball. Had possession for a second. Fox driving, attacking, lob for Wemby. Wemby tips it. Wemby puts it in. Up and off the glass. Good for 2. 73-47. Jumper, mid-range. Brunson connects on it. We approach the final minute left to go before halftime. Jalen Brunson has 15 this quarter. He has 19 in a game, and his team is trailing by 24. Shovel pass, quarter, 3, Harper. Splash, trifecta from the perimeter. Everybody is drilling shots. 76 in the final minutes before halftime. Anunoby working baseline, taking on Wemby. Back out to the corner. OG takes the 3 over Wemby, and Wemby got a piece of that basketball as it came up short. Spurs come away with possession. San Antonio's defense, insane for the knockout punch. 32-footer off the back rim, no good. Missed by Wemby. Rebound secured by the Knicks. Jalen Brunson. Runner inside the key, left it short. Wembanyama with a defensive rebound and a 1-second differential. Shot clock and game clock to close out going to halftime. Past the timeline, it's with Fox. De'Aaron Fox, edge of the midcourt logo. Takes on Bridges 1-on-1. Fox. Final seconds left to go. Fox dribbles, drives inside the key. A runner left short at the buzzer. Will not count. And it's 76-49 at halftime. Largest halftime lead by a road team in NBA Finals history. That excludes the bubble in 2020, the Lakers Heat series, because those games took place in Disney World. 76-49 right now is the score, and the San Antonio Spurs are on a heater. Victor Wembanyama, 16 points, a plus 28 in 20 minutes of court time in the first half. 15 points by Devin Vassell, a perfect 5 for 5 from the floor, 4 for 4 from 3. 13 points by De'Aaron Fox. He has 5 assists and no turnovers on 4 for 8 shooting, 3 for 5 from 3. 15 points in 17 minutes off the bench by Dylan Harper. A plus 23 in the court for him off the bench. And the New York Knicks, 2 guys in double figures. Jalen Brunson has 19 points going into half. OG Anunoby with 14 points. And they're losing this game because nobody else has been able to make an impact. The number 3 scorer is Cat, who has 6 points and has played just 8 minutes because he picked up 2 personal fouls in the first minute and 5 seconds. Cat, once he got into deep foul trouble, that completely erased the Knicks away from this game. Bridges with just 5. Josh Hart with 3, and then only one other guy to score, Jordan Clarkson. They played 12 different players tonight. 12 different players have played, only 2 in double figures for the Knicks, and only 6 guys out of the 12 have scored. Mitchell Robinson, 7 minutes, 4 missed free throws, and struggling to contain Victor Wembanyama and those non-Karl-Anthony Towns minutes. They went with Ariel Hukporti for 3 minutes. They went with Jeremy Sohan to play 3 minutes. Wow. This San Antonio Spurs team, they could not miss in the first half. They came out firing, knocking down shots, and they're still drilling. 28 for 47 from the floor, 60% from the floor. They're 14 for 26 from 3. That's insane. They're 54% from 3. They're almost quadrupling what the Knicks are from 3. The Knicks are 4 for 12 from 3. The Spurs are 14 for 26. And the Knicks have gone to the free throw line so many times, and they're not making free throws either. They're 15 for 23 at the line. Spurs have only gone to the free throw line 3 times tonight. They're 6 for 6. Very clean game of the Spurs. Just 2 turnovers that entire first half. The Knicks with 8. It was more like they only had 1 live ball turnover, which led to 2 points by Jalen Brunson, a steal and a layup. That was it. The other turnover was a far side deflection by Stephon Castle towards the scorer's table and had to keep it in the court of play. Flung it up in the air, and it sailed back to the backcourt to Jalen Brunson. Points in the paint, 24-18 for the Spurs. 14-3 points off turnovers tonight for the Spurs as well. Man, just total dominant game. Like, after Cat, once they got Cat into foul trouble, there's nobody else that can even be close to matching up with Victor Wembanyama. And then the other guys are showing up, nailing shots. They are, like, drilling threes from the corner. Like, did these guys practice their shot making or what? They're on fire from 3-point range. I feel like this all got pumped up for the New York Knicks, that there's been more news stories about, like, the president coming to Madison Square Garden and Taylor Swift going to Madison Square Garden tonight, where you got all these celebs in the building. It's just becoming it's just become a distraction away from the home team going into this game. Whereas San Antonio about to have the momentum going into a Game 5 coming up Saturday, 2-2 series. It's not going to be any talk about any celebrities going to San Antonio. It's just going to be about the Spurs and their basketball team and how they got all the momentum, how they flipped the switch on in the series. Their defense has been playing incredible. Like, so much pressure for when the president came to Game 3 on Monday, and then Stephen A blamed the presidents. Like, that's got nothing to do with how the game was played. Like, I feel like with all these big name celebrities in the building, the ticket prices and stuff, that became a distraction on this New York Knicks team, where it should have been focused more so on the team. With how it's their first time here since 1999, and that this team needs to be celebrated. Yet a lot of news stories out about the celebrities and the big name people attending these events. All right, gonna get Mr. Tops here in just a moment. We'll be back in just a minute. I'm not sure if Mr. Tops has seen a halftime margin this big, so I'll have to let him know that we get a halftime margin this big right now for Mr. Tops. Mr. Tops coming up in a couple moments. All right, Mr. Tops. That's the score. Yep, 76 to 49, buddy. Yeah, you're focused on that score, aren't you, buddy? That's a big margin, isn't it? Yep, Mr. Tops is locked in. He's locked in, he's focused. What do you think, Mr. Tops? Mr. Tops a little bit slow tonight. Yeah, he is a little bit slow tonight. Might have just woken him up from his sleep, so I don't know if the 76 and 49 is blurry to his eyes, but that's what we got right now for the score. Yeah, good job, buddy. Yeah, Mr. Tops actually enjoys New Hampshire, so we got wooden floors up there. We put him in my bedroom, and we have him roam around the floor. And then he usually picks a spot in the corner, and he goes to bed. We have a rack that it stands up that we can put hats on, so he usually goes in the corner where there's a hat rack. Oh yeah, Mr. Tops right now focused in. All right, good job, buddy. Doing your stretching. There you go. He's got his vertical going for the second half. There we go. Some more activity by Mr. Tops. I'm gonna put him back. I'll be back in just a second, but it looks like he's got his little wave going. There you go, big boy. Got his wave going, got his vertical going for the second half. Yeah, you're trying to be like Wemby. Want to get your hands up, play some defense. There you go, big boy. Good job, buddy. All right, I'm going to put back Mr. Thompson, and we'll be back in a couple minutes. All right, right now at halftime, if you guys are doing a stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Good audience tonight, 300 plus right now. You guys are real legends, MVPs coming out on the channel. And I'll be back on Saturday for game number 5. So if this holds up, there's going to be at least 6 games in the series. So coming up, the schedule is Saturday, game 5, 8:30 p.m. And then that game on Saturday is at San Antonio. And then a quick turnaround after that, back at New York, Tuesday night, 8:30 p.m. next week. And that's game number 6. Hey, what's good? Trevor on the stream, welcome in. Jason, welcome in. Yeah, New England's really nice. A lot of great spots in the Northeast. I'm gonna see if there's anything out there about Cat or so. I think it's just, yeah, foul trouble for him. He picked up 3 fouls. Yeah, so nothing about like a knee issue for him or anything. He's been on the bench because of some severe foul trouble right from the start. The Knicks have not been dominated like this in a very long time. So they came into this game, they lost by a combined 6 points in their 3 losses in this entire playoffs. Mike Chalk, welcome in. Huh. That's weird. Maybe it's the audio on your end that needs to go up. Regular season finale, Knicks lost by 14, though they sat their starters. Yeah, last time that the Knicks got beat that bad, they lost at the Rockets 111-94 on March 31st. No, I'm not ending my stream. No, we still got the second half to go through. Cover all these games in full. So we still got the second half to go through right now. Right now is at halftime. This halftime seems like it's long. Like the first half seemed like it went on long. Like we're 2 hours into the stream. Like usually halftime's like around like 20, 25 minutes ago. But Tonight, it's like way behind for halftime. Yeah, so in case you missed stats, these were the final 5 players on the floor before halftime. A big start by Wemby so far in this game, but just solid contributions all over the place. Like he's halfway to 32, but other guys halfway to like 30 or upper 20s. And Devin Vassell cannot miss tonight. 15 points and 5 for 5 shooting. Dylan Harper, 15 points. Looking great off the bench, 6 for 7 from the floor. They get their energy guys playing well tonight. Stephon Castle has 3 personal fouls for him. In the last game, he had a great game with 23 for Castle. And tonight's Vassell who stepped up. And De'Aaron Fox is playing really well tonight. 13 points, 4 for 8 shooting, 3 for 5 from 3. I wonder how many fans already filed out of the building. Might be some empty seats by the time we get into this third quarter if it keeps up being the way that it is. 14 for 26 from three-point range by San Antonio. That's the most made threes in any half of any NBA Finals history, where there's 14 made threes in the first half. They're just lights out from the perimeter for them. Spurs went 54% from 3. In the first half, we get back to action. Knicks left to right on the floor with the opening possession to begin the third. Josh Hart on the court alongside Bridges, Anunoby, Towns, and Brunson. Towns takes on Wemby. Cat playing with those 3 personal fouls. Into the hands to Brunson off the double team. Gets the way to Towns. Towns at the top. Fires across court. OG, 3 to shot clock. Dribbles. Push off. No call by the refs. Missed short. Working on Fox. Loose ball. Rebound. Hauled in by Champagnie for San Antonio. De'Aaron Fox on the court alongside Castle, Champagnie, Vassell, and Wemby. Fox out to the wing. Vassell on the 3 off the back rim, no good. Battle for the rebound and out of bounds. Went off the Spurs. Jalen Brunson driving, attacking inside the paint, kicking to the corner. Hart, extra pass. OG, 3 at the wing. Buries the 3. Good ball movement right there by the Knicks. 24-point game, under 11 minutes left to go in the third. Castle at the top of the key. OG Anunoby is 17. Lob sent to Wemby. Wemby puts it off the glass. No good. Got knocked down. No foul call, but the referee is up. The floor goes OG. OG stripped. Lost it. Turnover. Fox came up with a steal. Up the court. Connects with the Castle. Kick out. Corner. 3. Wembanyama buries the 3. 79-52. Wemby open up in transition. Able to can the triple. 19 points tonight for Victor Wembanyama. Jalen Brunson at the top. Slides it off to Josh Hart. Into the hands to Cap. Push pass corner. Baseline dribble. Bridges. Tough fall away. And Wemby able to contest it. Missing the shot off an air ball by Bridges. Up the court finding Castle. Castle attacks the paint. Lowers the boom. Gets called on... That's not going to be on the defense here by Jalen Brunson. Castle getting in the way. Yeah, that's going to be an offensive foul. And Castle getting in the way with a push-off. That's going to be his fourth personal. So that was on Castle, who picked up the offensive foul, and he will take a seat on the bench for a very long time. He's had a lot of foul problems in the series for him. Luckily, he's not like a hot hand today, because that would change the case of this game. If he had the numbers that Devin Vassell was pouring in this game, that would completely change the game. But Stephon Castle hasn't really made much of an impact offensively tonight on the floor. Bridges sends it on top into the hands to Cats. Cat dribbles up inside the key. Cat stripped. Cat lost it out of bounds off Cat's knee. It's a turnover. Cat signaling challenge, and the Knicks couldn't get it off in time. It goes back to the Spurs. That's now 10 turnovers charged to the Knicks tonight. Spurs with just 3. Vassell into the hands to Fox. Dribbles up straight away. Pull-up jumper. 15-footer. Ring around the rosy. Drops in for 2. De'Aaron Fox tonight in the zone of 15 points on 5 made jumpers. Josh Hart on the outside. Off to Bridges. And the Cat gets knocked down by Wemby, who picks up the personal foul. And Cat is down, and Cat is slow to get up. Oh boy. Karl-Anthony Towns needs a moment. Ooh. Yeah, playing each other away from the basketball. A lot of jostling for position, and Victor Wembanyama's right elbow rises up to the bottom part of the chin of Karl-Anthony Towns, and Towns took a big shot to the elbow of Wemby at the chin. Wow, this is under review right now. So this followed by Wembanyama right now under review. So right now, this is under review. Stephon Castle, only player in this game with 4 personal fouls. Right now, Cat has 3 for the Knicks. And then everybody else in the game with 2, 1, or 0. So 3 fouls charged to Cat tonight. Spurs challenging this personal foul picked up charged to Wemby. So heavy elbow by Victor Wembanyama rising up to the bottom part of the chin of Karl-Anthony Towns. Both players jostling for position there with one another. Pushing and shoving going on between Cat and Wemby. Says on my box, it says ref initiated review. Call overturned. Spurs. They're going to give him free throws, though. Huh. Wow. Okay, so it's been upgraded. Okay, so they were looking at this at the monitor because they upgraded it to a flagrant. So Victor Wembanyama just got called on a flagrant one. So Karl-Anthony Towns right now at the free throw line just buried the first free throw. And the second free throw is good. Plus, they get the basketball back as well for the Knicks. They got to be careful there for Victor Wembanyama. So he just picked up a flagrant one for a foul. Wemmy's going to stay in the court right now. Inbound goes to Brunson. Knicks with the basketball. Bounce pass hard into the hands to Cat. Cat takes on Johnson at the elbow. Finds Brunson. Tees up the three out in the open. Missed off the mark. Tipped up to Wemby for the defensive rebound. Spurs by 27 with possession. De'Aaron Fox on the court alongside Devin Vassell, Keldon Johnson, Julian Champagnie, Victor Wembanyama. Driving inside the key, Vassell, lob, cross-court, Wemby, push pass into the hands to Johnson, accelerates downhill to the cup, no good, tipped off the glass, couldn't finish, offensive rebound goes up, gets clobbered, no call by the referees. They let play continue, and the Knicks come in with a defensive rebound. Hartz, bounce pass, cutting to the hoop, Anunoby tears it down with a right-handed flush. All right, the Knicks cutting into the deficit. Still down by 25, though. Missed three quickly by Champagnie. Rebound controlled by the Knicks, and now starting to get the crowd back into it at MSG. Anunoby, kick out, corner, off the Bridges, towards his right, off the dribble. Into the hands to Brunson. Jalen Brunson tees up the three. Brunson, trifecta for the perimeter. Timeout by Mitch Johnson. 7-zip run in the last minute 16 by the Knicks. And the New York Knicks starting to get into a groove. Now down by 22. Gonna have a timeout on the floor as we're gonna head to the timeout. Are you a fan of Behind Your Arc Basketball and want to rep the BTAB brand? Then check out the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Click the link posted in the description of this video, or you can click the QR code as well. The Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is your online shop to rep my channel brand. My merch store has shirts, sweatshirts, pants, shorts, winter hats, pillows, mugs, phone cases, and so much more. And new to the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is Mr. Topskier to rep your favorite tortoise. Check out the newly added Mr. Tops jerseys and all the other great items at the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. All right, it's a 22-point game. The largest lead was 29 by the Spurs. Jalen Brunson, big-time buckets, just made a massive three. 22 points for him tonight. Anunoby with 19. Those are the two guys that's really been able to go off. And then after that, everybody else with 8 or below for the Knicks. Cat with 8 points has played just 11 minutes due to deep foul trouble. 4 guys double figures for the Spurs. 19 Wemby, 15 each by Fox, Vassell, and Harper. So clutch Knicks right now making a run at it. Jalen Brunson getting into a groove and all of a sudden start to get this, making it interesting. Joyce in the street, welcome in, taking the Knicks tonight. Catherine, welcome in, liking the Spurs. That's huge. They're starting to get their percentage upwards for them. They'll get a long way left to go, but once that fourth foul comes on the board of Cat, then really not going to look like much after that. That's where things start to get really just difficult for any sort of hope. I mean, if the Knicks somehow come on back, Jalen Brunson's going to get 50 at the end of this game if that does happen. That means the Spurs went stone cold in the second half, bricked a bunch of threes after starting off red hot. Yo, Wemby got called in a flagrant one a couple of minutes ago. He knocked down Cat. +20 point comebacks. The New York Knicks trail by 29 tonight. They've got 4 of those in the playoffs. We get back to action. 10-5 start to the third quarter for the Knicks. They're on a 7-zip run. Wembanyama on the floor alongside Vassell, Fox, Harper, and Johnson. Fox sends it cross court. Harper tees up the three off the back rim, no good. And all of a sudden, they're tossing up bricks right now for San Antonio after a great start from three. Brunson at the wing takes on Keldon Johnson. Brunson drives on Johnson inside the key. Brunson elevates for the J. Left short to rebound goes to Harper. Pass midcourt for San Antonio. Harper into the hands to Wemby. Slides it off to Vassell. Finds Wembanyama at the wing. Hand off to Aaron Fox. 7.5 left to go in the third quarter. Fox, pocket pass, missed it wide. Wembanyama couldn't roll down. Brunson with a steal, and Wemby with a kicked ball violation. That's actually a smart play there by Wembanyama. Puts out his foot and able to kick it and get the kicked ball violation off a numbers break for the Knicks. They had a fast break opportunity, and he put out his foot at the last moment, deflected it. Brunson inbound. It goes to Bridges. Mikal Bridges at the wing. Lobs it off to Cat. Cat, baseline dribble to the hoop. Cat, no good off the back rim. Rebound, snatched away by Wembanyama. Spurs with possession. Wemby up the floor. Forces right off the dribble. Slides it off to Harper. Dylan Harper takes on Brunson. Top of the free throw circle. Gets it away to Vassell. Rainbow three, no good in the shot. Rebound goes to Cats. Knicks make the bounce pass. Outside, back to Cats. Cat at the top into the hands to OG. Contested three over Wemby. Sticks it. Wow, that's a huge shot off a rainbow by OG Anunoby. 10-zip run in the last 2 minutes and 54 seconds for the Knicks. All of a sudden, the whole crowd is going right back into it here at MSG. So we got ourselves an interesting battle. 19-point game. Fox, push pass, quarter, three. Johnson, no good. And they are stone-colding bricks right now for San Antonio. Brunson looking to get it back in order for the Knicks. Baseline dribble, circles around. They were down by 29, down by 19 right now. Looking to cut the deficit into 17 and a J. No good off the rim. Missed by Bridges. Rebound goes to Vassell. Spurs will slow it down. 13-5 start in the third for New York. Dylan Harper at the top of the key. Takes on Anunoby. Sends it outside to Fox. Fox 8 in the shot clock. De'Aaron Fox guarded by Josh Hart. 1-on-1. Crossover. Step back three straight away. Grazed off the rim. Short Cat. Hauls in the defensive rebound. Back it goes in the Knicks. Both teams stone cold shooting. More so the Spurs this quarter. 2 for 12. Knicks are 4 for 10. Brunson taking on Wembanyama on the outside. Jalen Brunson, 8 in the shot clock. Drives into Harper inside the key. Outside finds Anunoby. Push past the corner. Hart has to launch. Skip pass. Quarter three. They will. No good off the mark. Missed by Bridges. Broken up on the bounce off Fox. New 24 in the shot clock for the Knicks. They got 5:33 in the game clock. Yeah, thanks for joining in, Joyce. Appreciate you here for being a part of the stream. If you're new in the channel, smash the thumbs up. Hit the like. Hit the subscribe. I'll be back live Saturday. Game number 5 coming up Saturday night. Just 1 for 7 this quarter from 3 for San Antonio. They shot 54% going into the half, making 14 threes at halftime. As Wemby will take a seat on the bench. So I'm going to give Wemby a breather right now as he heads towards the bench. And Luke Cornett checks back in. Inbound goes to Hart. Straightaway three over Cornett. Josh Hart buries the three. 16-point game. They cut it down to 13-0 run for New York. Holy smokes. This Knicks team will never quit. Dylan Harper at the top, dribbles, drives right down the lane inside, dump ball, intercepted by Josh Hart with a steal. Up the floor, racing, kick out, corner three, Shamit. Off the back room, no good. Battle for the rebound, goes right back to the offense. Cap pops up on the three. And Josh Hart, before the shot went down, and was fouled from behind by Cornette off the loose ball. 5:04 left to go in the quarter. Holy smokes. All of a sudden, this has turned into a 16-point game. A 13-zip run, a 29-point lead has evaporated down to 16. And nobody has left their seat. Inbound goes to Brunson. 5 minutes remain in the third. Jalen Brunson defended by Champagnie. Right now, Wembanyama's on the bench. Bounce pass into the hands to Alvarado. Alvarado tees up the three straight away. No good off the mark. Rebound went to Vassell for the Spurs. San Antonio is yet to get a bucket for a while. Stephon Castle playing with those 4 personal fouls. Torses right off the dribble. Cross the ankles over a Josh Hart. Has it at the top. Dribbles up. Drives. Rises for a jumper. Mid-range. Left short. Foul though. And 2 free throws coming up at the line by Stephon Castle. It's on Josh Hart, who got his shooting elbow. First free throw is good by Castle. It's only his 6th point of the night for Stephon Castle. Cold-blooded. He was big time in the Game 3 win. Came up clutch. Hit those 2 clutch free throws in the final seconds. Second free throw is good. Some big response, up by 18, and Wembanyama back on the floor. 4.5 left to go in the third. Jose Alvarado dribbles up, drives inside the key, sends it on top. Hart elevates for the J. Off the back heel, misfire, tipped it by Wemby. He controls the defensive rebound. Wembanyama on the floor alongside Castle, Harper, Vassell, and Champagnie. Castle slides it on top into the hands to Harper. Accelerates the paint. Dylan Harper right to the rack. No good. Drew the foul. And 2 shots coming up at the free throw line for Harper. Going right after Karl-Anthony Towns off dribble drive penetration. And Katz picks up another foul. So that's going to be now 4 personal fouls charged to Karl-Anthony Towns tonight. So severe foul trouble for Cat. First one is good. Yeah, I said a couple minutes ago, I think before or around the timeout, the last timeout, once Cat hits that 4th foul, it's going to get tough. So that really puts much more pressure at the rim attacking for San Antonio, because Cat has to play less defense for him to avoid a 5th and a 6th to be out of the game. So Cat right now heads back to the bench. He's only played 16 minutes tonight with that deep foul trouble. Second free throw by Harper. And that is good. 20-point lead for the Spurs. Jose Alvarado crossing the timeline. Anunoby at the wing. Handoff Shabbat. Into the hands of Brunson, edge of the perimeter, edge of the midcourt logo. Jalen Brunson at the wing. Takes on Wembanyama. Floats up a shot. Wild. Got it. They're going to count it. Yes, they will. Circus shot by Jalen Brunson. And an and one coming up on the free throw line. Jalen Brunson, Houdini-like, bumped into from behind by Dylan Harper. Drew the contact. Flung it up. Got it. Drew the cylinder. Plus the foul. Jalen Brunson getting his points tonight. Free throw is good. Jalen Brunson tonight with 25. 17-point game. San Antonio trying to shut down the door. Knicks with other ideas, trying to make a comeback for the ages. Trail by 29 at one point. 16-4 run by New York. Baseline dribble. Turnaround jumper. Harper sticks it. Dylan Harper, cold-blooded, has scored big bucket after big bucket tonight. He is up to now 19 points in 22 minutes for the rookie. That's on an efficient 7 for 9 shooting. Brunson sends it off to OG. OG stripped. OG lost it. OG. And the referees roll it out of bounds off the Spurs. This will stay Knicks ball. Inbound goes to Robinson. Handoff Brunson. 26-2 bench points in favor of San Antonio. Dylan Harper has 19 out of those 26. Swoosh. Jalen Brunson nails the J. 17-point game. As we approach the 3-minute mark left to go in the third. 8 this quarter, 27 by Brunson. Step back 3, Harper. Left it short, it's out of bounds. Now it's an air ball out of bounds. All of a sudden, New York got some serious momentum. A 21-11 third quarter run. And Jalen Brunson getting buckets like he always does in the second half. Jalen Brunson willing his team to a 17-point deficit right now. That's a cut down mark, a 29, their largest margin of deficit in this game. We head to the timeout, 87-70, Spurs by 17. Are you a fan of Behind Your Arc Basketball and want to rep the B-Tab brand? Then check out the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Click the link posted in the description of this video, or you can click the QR code as well. The Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is your online shop to rep my channel brand. My merch store has shirts, sweatshirts, pants, shorts, winter hats, pillows, mugs, phone cases, and so much more. And new to the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is Mr. Top's gear to rep your favorite tortoise. Check out the newly added Mr. Top's jerseys and all the other great items at the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. All right, if you guys are doing the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well right now. Victor Wembanyama, Dylan Harper, both with 19, 15 points each by Fox and Vassell. And Castle's got 7. On the other side, Jalen Brunson, leading scorer tonight, 27 points, 9 for 19 shooting. Big time for Jalen Brunson. Big time for OG Anunoby with 22, but all the other guys missing. It's looking like it's 2v5 on the floor, and the New York Knicks tonight need help. The Karl-Anthony Towns, Mikal Bridges, and Josh Hart. And nothing really going on the bench. They have, in this game, they've played 12 different players and only have 2 bench points generated. Whereas on the other side, 26 bench points for the Spurs tonight. Pat with 8 points in 16 minutes. Non-factor tonight. Picked up 2 quick fouls in the first minute and 5 seconds. Now he's got 4 fouls in tonight's game. Stephon Castle playing with 4 personal fouls. 3 fouls each off the bench by Dylan Harper and Luke Cornett. Yeah, let's see what we got here. Like 500 plus at one point watching. Yeah, we got 500 right now. You guys, the Real Legends MVPs coming out on the stream. Yeah, this game's been dragging tonight. Bunch of fouls happening in this game. It's almost 11 o'clock at night where I am. We're 15 minutes away from 11 o'clock at night, but got fouls all over the place. San Antonio, since 9.5 minutes remaining in the third quarter, they have only made one field goal. They're 1 for 10 from the floor, 0 for 6 from 3. They've been outscored 18-6 by the Knicks. Knicks, individually, Jalen Brunson is 8 points for him this quarter. We get back to action. 2:50 left to go in the third. Jalen Brunson on the floor alongside Mitchell Robinson, OG Anunoby, Landry Shamet, and Jordan Clarkson. Lob over the top. Mitchell Robinson throws it down with an alley-oop slam. Jalen Brunson with a lob to Robinson. 2.5 left to go. Champagny on the court alongside Wemby, Castle, Vassell, and Fox. Kick out, corner 3. Fox, no good off the mark. Offensive rebound. Castle underneath. Finds Wemby. Pops up with a 3. Rainbow off the back rim, no good. Fox controls the offensive rebound. Wemby again from distance. Wemby bricked another 3. A rebound halted by Robinson. Knicks down by just 15. Very manageable right now for New York to come back win this game. That would be a collapse for the ages. Broken up ball intercepted by San Antonio. Running the floor. They got numbers. 3-on-2. No good. Missed off the mark. Going in for the tip-in was Wemby. And on the floor, the Knicks pick up a foul. Clock will stop with 1:57 remaining. What a game. Appreciate it. Dedication by Joyce out in the UK right now past 3:45 a.m. Big time dedication out there. Yeah, one of my longtime subscribers, Uncle Pizzle, also out in the UK. Inbound goes to Castle. Castle, 6 in the shot clock. Dribbles up inside the key. Sends it out wide. Vassell launches the 3. Splash. He buries it. That's a huge shot to give them some sort of momentum. San Antonio had been tossing up bricks throughout this entire quarter. We'll see if the Knicks can respond here. Brunson off the double team. Finds Shamet. Dish out to the corner. Clarkson. Shamet on top finds Brunson. Drives straight away. Kick out corner. Bobbled. Clarkson kept it in the quarter play. Clarkson inside the key. Tough follow away. Clarkson around the rim and out. Missed it. Wemby controls the defensive rebound. Spurs by 18. Fox with possession in the backcourt. Terrible turnover. And that's the biggest out of the big U's for San Antonio for terrible turnovers tonight. De'Aaron Fox not on the same page off the cross-court pass. Stephon Castle wasn't anticipating it, wasn't looking, and the ball sailed cross-court out of bounds at the scorer's table. Can't have that sort of turnover in a game. That's a poor turnover. One player not looking. Anunoby, step back 3. Got the bounce. It is good on the 3 ball. Back to a 15-point game. Final minute left to go in the third. 25 by OG Anunoby. De'Aaron Fox takes on Jalen Brunson. 40 seconds left to go in the quarter. Fox at the top of the key. Fox dribbles, drives, lost it, kicked out of bounds. It's off of Fox. Turnover. Oh boy, turnovers right now starting to pile up in this quarter for San Antonio. This game's really getting interesting, especially if the Knicks can cut it down to 12 at the end of the quarter. It's fair game. It's anybody's game. This Knicks team is just so clutch. If the Knicks cut it down to 12, it is game on in the fourth quarter. This is a huge possession here coming up for New York. 33 seconds left, 24 in the shot clock. Inbound to the backcourt. Shamet, hand off to Brunson. Jalen Brunson takes it past the timeline, working his way on Vassell. Brunson towards his left at the left wing, takes on Wemby. Pocket pass finds OG, rolling down, lost it, loose ball, got it back though, was Cats. Into the hands to Clarkson, a dish outside to the corner, broken up, intercepted by Wembanyama with a steal. Couldn't cut it down to 12. Here goes Fox up the floor. Finds Wemby. Trailing the play. On top of Wemby. Final seconds left to go. Dribbles up. Tough shot. Fall away. Bounced off the rim. And at the end of the third quarter, San Antonio holding on to a 15-point lead. 90-75. A 26-14 advantage in the third quarter by the Knicks. And San Antonio barely scoring buckets in that third quarter, though nevertheless still holding on to a 15-point advantage. Coming up, fourth quarter, just in a matter of moments. What a game tonight. Finally, we're having one heck of a game between these two teams after a 29-point blowout in the first half. We got 600 plus watching right now. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Hit us up in the chat. Who you guys like to win here tonight, Spurs or Knicks? San Antonio, they got 4 guys double figures. 19 points Wemby, 19 points Harper. Harper's been impressive off the bench, plus 18 on 7 for 10 shooting. Devin Vassell, 18 points, 15 by De'Aaron Fox. Though they went stone cold from 3-point range in that quarter. They made just 1 3 in that quarter. I believe they went like 1 for 8 in the third quarter from 3. Knicks, 2 guys really having a big-time game. Jalen Brunson through 3 quarters has 27. He's playing a really solid game tonight for Brunson. Just under 50%, so much more efficient than the previous games. 9 for 19 tonight by Brunson. OG Anunoby has nailed 5 threes. He has 25. It's been deep foul trouble for Cats, and not really much else stepping up. I'm stunned tonight. Mikal Bridges just hasn't been able to generate solid looks. He has just 5 points on 2 for 7 shooting. Cat with just 8 points, and Josh Hart today has only attempted 3 shots, 2 for 3 with 6. And then Landry Shamet has yet to score. Landry Shamet, who is tremendous in the first 2 games of the series tonight, has no points in 17 minutes. The bench only has 4 points total in this through 3 quarters. San Antonio's bench is outscoring the Knicks bench 26-4. Yeah, Spurs were hitting everything in the first half. It's like 60% from the floor they were shooting. Yeah, Spurs with some bad turnovers has really been able to start to open up this game for the Knicks to have a shot. Points off turnover has been a big key tonight in this game. 22-6 in favor of San Antonio. 12 turnovers by the Knicks, 7 by the Spurs, though. The Knicks went into halftime with just 2, or the Spurs went into halftime with just 2 turnovers. They had 5 turnovers in the third quarter. We get back to action. 15-point game. Wembanyama dribbles up, attacks the paint inside. Blocked to the... Oh, no. That was blocked by Robinson. Yeah, it was out of bounds, though. So that was blocked out of bounds by Robinson. That was... the cameraman underneath the stanchion turned away as the block went right into him. Inbound goes to Wemby. Mitchell Robinson off the inbounds. Broke it up out of bounds, and the Knicks will take a timeout right now. They challenging this possession. Yeah, Knicks are going to challenge possession of this basketball. They thought it was out of bounds off Wembanyama. So New York is challenging possession of the ball here. It was an inbounds. Went to Wemby around the perimeter. And Mitchell Robinson broke up the pass and it went out of bounds. Initial call off Mitchell Robinson out of bounds. That was a tough camera angle that they showed that last replay. Basically looked simultaneous between both Robinson and Wemby. So I'm not sure if that can be overturned, but if there's like a slow-mo cam that does have a better viewing angle, then that'll be huge towards determining who will have possession coming up off of this challenge. So huge call coming up by the officials. So 14 seconds into the fourth quarter. This play right now is being looked at the monitor. Can't believe we have a really good game here. Like, this was a 29-point game. San Antonio was going to be blowing out the Knicks. And usually these types of games, they just turn into a blowout, and the team that's getting blown out waves the white flag. But not this Knicks team. This Knicks team, no deficit's too big for them. They overcame a 22 points deficit against the Cavs and beat them by 11. Yeah, Adam Silver, you can't have the Stanley Cup Finals be that good. Hold my beer right now. This would be insane if this was a comeback tonight by the Knicks. Largest single game comeback in NBA Finals history is 24 points. Celtics came back against the Lakers game 4 to 2008 Finals. Single game playoff history comeback 31 points. Clippers against Golden State in 2019 Western Conference first round. That was very close today. Right now, 29 points was the largest margin by the Spurs. Knicks coach's challenge call has been overturned. So the Knicks win the challenge. Dylan Harper, out of bounds, bad pass turnover off of Wembanyama. So Mitchell Robinson, key defense, and the New York Knicks forced the turnover in this Knicks basketball. It's only a 15-point game as we start off the fourth quarter. Jalen Brunson drives in Champagnie at the edge of the key. A kick out, corner, three, and McBride, no good. Hit the side of the glass, contested by Wemby. Fox with possession. Finds Harper into the hands to Johnson, accelerating inside the key, had to dribble back out. Dylan Harper at the wing, takes a McBride, a spin cycle inside, Harper to the cup, Harper scores the layup. Dylan Harper tonight with all the answers. 21 off the bench in 24 minutes. He does not play like a rookie, that is for sure. This is a seasoned veteran with his style of play for Dylan Harper, what he's been able to grow and do throughout the course of these playoffs. Robinson missed the alley-oop slam, goes right back over to the Spurs. That is one that they're going to want back there. Couldn't convert off the alley-oop. Fox down low. Wemby tipped off the rim. Got it back off the offensive rebound. Wemby, no good. Tap in again and fouled. Victor Wembanyama, fighting for his life down low, will shoot two at the line. And Victor Wembanyama got a piece of that basketball off a step-back contested three from the corner by Miles McBride. And then Dylan Harper on the other side converts into two. I mean, just incredible ball by San Antonio. Just Victor Wembanyama, just so good. Two shots here by Wemby. First one's good. Man, his vertical, just insane. Like, he's got that in the bag multiple times today. Contesting shots, coming up with blocks. He's got 3 blocks in this game. Crazy part about it is tonight, Wemby has not shot the ball well. 2 for 8 from 3, 7 for 19 from the floor. Second free throw was missed at the line by Wemby. Like, he could shoot the ball much better. I feel like he's been settling at times because the lead has grown so much, so he's trying to see what fits right for him on shots and just trying to jack up shots early into the shot clock when they're up by 20-plus points. Shot missed from the corner there for the Knicks. They get it back with the Spurs. Harper at the top. Into the hands to Fox. Outside Harper. Tees up the 3 from distance. Off the back from no good. A rebound went to Brunson. Jalen Brunson turns the corner. Lob for Robinson. Again missed the lob. Smashed off the glass by OG. They come away with an offensive rebound. Corner 3. Bridges. Off the mark. No good. Keldon Johnson hauls in the defensive board. Spurs back with the basketball. We're down to under 10 minutes left to go. Fox circling his way back out to the perimeter. Lob down low. Looking for Wemby again. Held up and fouled. The clock will stop with 9:46. San Antonio trying to be the first team ever in NBA history to trail 0-2, lose both their first 2 games in their home floor, and then come back and win 2 straight on the road. No team has done that ever in NBA Finals history. Lose the first 2 at home, win the next 2 both in the road. Inbound goes to Castle. Castle to the top, takes on Bridges. Lob goes to Wemby. Wemby mismatch, taking on Brunson. Runner no good. Tipped off the mark by Wemby. One hand floats it up and he scores it for 2. You gotta be kidding me there, Victor Wembanyama. That was off balance. Wemby goes in with one hand only and puts it up and in. Over a group of defenders. Skip pass. Corner 3. Alvarado skipped in. Pinball wizard. 17-point game approaching the 9-minute mark left to play in the fourth. Stephon Castle slows it down. Castle at the top of the key, dribbles up. Lob looking for Wemby and shoves it down. Wembanyama gonna count it or no? No, they will not. Had an one-handed alley-oop jam, but Victor Wembanyama will not get credit for it by the officials. Tonight, we really haven't been able to see slam dunks. They're just stacking up like 3-4 guys on Victor Wembanyama tonight. San Antonio gets the inbound. Castle 10 on the shot clock. Castle, lob down low. Wemby, no good over the cylinder. Battle for the rebound. Tipped around. Josh Hart controls it on the defensive glass. Hart, bounce pass. Backdoor cutter. Bridges scores the 2. Believe he got blocked off the glass there by Wemby, and it went up and in off the block. Timeout by the Spurs. 15-point game, 95-80. Wow, I want to see this once again. Mikal Bridges. Yeah, he just scored right past Wemby. Wemby actually did not block that. So Wemby was just a step too late, and Mikal Bridges cutting to the hoop as the trailer scored the 2. Victor Wembanyama, 22. Dylan Harper, been outstanding. X Factor in this game, 21. Tonight by Harper, 18 by Vassell, 15 by Fox. Castle, which is 7 tonight, and Champagny only has 5 on 1 for 6 from 3. So this is huge tonight for the Spurs that they're up by 15 with Champagny being a non-factor from 3. 27 by Brunson, 25 by OG. Everybody else with 8 or below for the Knicks. Cat non-factor, 8 points, 8 rebounds, just 17 minutes with 4 personal fouls. Josh Hart with 6, Mikal Bridges with 7. And off the bench, they've only generated 7 bench points. Spurs tonight off the bench with 28. Dylan Harper's got 21 out of those 28 off the bench. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Ring the notification bell as well if you guys would like to be notified here for future live streams on the channel. What a game tonight here. Largest lead, 29. The Spurs keep on shutting down the door. Knicks have just 8:43 to race back and see if they can take this one, but Cat's got those 4 fouls, so that makes it very difficult right now. And everything's been just tough physical defense. San Antonio's defense been locked down throughout most of this game. This score should be much, much closer than it indicates right now. The Knicks missed 8 free throws tonight. They're 18 for 26 at the line. Like, those come back and hurt. Like, instead of a 15-point game, make those free throws. Looking at a 7-point game right now. We get back to action. 15-point lead. Spurs with possession. Vassell on the floor alongside Castle, Harper, Johnson, and Wemby. Wembenyama takes on Cats 101. Rises for the jumper. Deep 2. No good off the rim. Is short to rebound. Went to Brunson. Lost it. Turnover. The steal collected by Castle will slow it down. Set up his offense. That's now 13 turnovers charged to the Knicks. San Antonio leads points off turnovers again, 22-6, and it's a silly foul picked up by Josh Hart. Bumping Stephon Castle at the midcourt logo. It's a foul to give, so not yet the free throw line, but next time around the Spurs will be in a bonus. Inbound goes to Harper. That's now 4 fouls this quarter, charging the Knicks 4 minutes into the fourth quarter. Harper thinking about the step back, sends it cross court. Castle 2 in the shot clock. Castle tough 3 from the corner, no good. Missed off the mark and it didn't hit the rim. A shot clock violation. Yeah, Cat has been MIA this entire game. Jalen Brunson, cross-court connects with Bridges. In the corner, finds Hart. Cross-court off to Towns. Accelerating Alvarado back out to the wing of the perimeter. 6 in the timer for Jose Alvarado. As he sends it off to Cat. Has to pop up for a 3. Cat, a lot of dribbling. Cat does take the shot. Cat off balance. Falling down. Got it. A drop. It is good. 95-83. Rolled a 3 on the floor for now. Castle driving on Alvarado at the low block, puts up the shot, clobbered and fouled. And if this is on Cat, this is going to be 5 fouls. That might be on Alvarado, though. Both very close to Castle, going up on the shot attempts. So 2 free throws coming up at the line by Stephon Castle. That's an insane shot by Cat. Made for the quarter. What's good? Ryan in the street, welcome in. That's going to be on Alvarado. So Jose Alvarado picked up the foul. First shot is made by Castle. Sam Penny will check back in. And OG Anunoby is going to head back into the game. Bridges will take a seat on the bench. Second free throw by Castle is good. Cold-blooded. He makes his shots. Stephon Castle, double digits tonight, 10 points now. And perfect at the free throw line. Brunson, bounce pass, corner, three, Anunoby nails the three. 97-86, still got a lot of game left to go, cutting the deficit down to 11. 28 by OG Anunoby. Wembanyama up the floor, into the hands to Harper, falling backwards, had to get it away. Oh, it's a big U, it's a turnover. Gave it to the wrong player. Able to intercept it was Anunoby. He's got 28, looking for more Cats. Baseline dribble, take it on Wemby to the hole, floating it up over Wemby. Got to the drop, it's good for two. A 29-point lead has evaporated down to 9. 13-2 run by the Knicks in the last 3+ minutes. Castle dribbles with his head down to the rim, and Alvarado picks up the personal foul. Holy smokes, what a game we've got right now. Only one team in NBA history has come back from a 3-1 deficit. That was the 2016 Cavs with LeBron over Golden State, 1-7. Stephon Castle playing with those 4 personal fouls, going to shoot 2 at the free throw line. San Antonio is getting outscored 39-22 in the second half. First free throw is good by Castle. Jose Alvarado just picked up his 5th personal foul. Alvarado has played for a grand total of 9 minutes tonight. Second free throw. That's good. All going to determine on Jalen Brunson and his clutch shot making the final 6 minutes and 20 seconds. They've also missed 8 points at the free throw line for the Knicks. Those are big because instead of an 11-point game, it should be a 3-point game if they make all those free throws. Brunson, crossover, dribbles up inside the key. A Brunson runner, no good off the mark, and Brunson went down. And going into contact here. Able to draw the shooting foul. 2 shots coming up at the free throw line for Jalen Brunson. This is just incredible that you could never count out this Knicks team out of the game. Just insane. Absolutely insane. San Antonio in the second half with a major turnover bug. And couldn't bury a shot to save their lives. First free throw is good by Brunson. Having a tough time making their shots here. Or Cairo, welcome in, liking the Knicks. Second free throw, Brunson. Got the bounce. It is a 9-point game right now. Stephon Castle has 5 fouls. Just picked up the previous personal foul. Fox at the top of the key. Gets to the way. Champagny on a 3. No good off the mark. They're tossing up bricks. A rebound secured by Alvarado. 9-point game, only a 3-possession game. Midway into the fourth quarter, Brunson lost the turnover. Up the floor, Fox. Sent it cross-court, Vassell. Quarter 3, no good again. They are breaking their shots from 3. They're going to get better looks than that. And they're not even bothering to get to the rim. They're just putting this into a 3-point shooting contest, and they're 2 for 15 in the second half from 3-point range. Kaz, step back, thought about it, made the extra pass to Brunson, 5 at a time. Or Jalen Brunson dribbles, drives right down the lane, inside he scores. Captain Clutch puts his team winning 7. 99-92, 17-4 run by the Knicks. San Antonio right now in some deep trouble. 29-point lead drifting down to 7. De'Aaron Fox signaling the offense. 8 in the shot clock. 5 minutes left to go in the game clock. Fox, a lot of dribbling. Fox pulls up from deep. Fox, oh, he bricked the jumper. Tipped in the bounds. It's off the Spurs. Oh boy. Nobody can make a shot here at half number 2 for San Antonio. Here come the Knicks. Jalen Brunson looking to take off here at quarter number 4. Defended by Castle, playing with 5 personal fouls. Switch guard by Wemby at the outside. Now switch back to Castle. Cap, push pass, Alvarado. Kick out, corner 3. OG buries it. Bang, a bang, a bang, a bang, a bang. OG Anunoby nails the 3. A 20-4 run by the New York Knicks in a 5-second span. Timeout by the Spurs. What a game. OG Anunoby. Big time. Tonight, a 30-piece on the board for OG. Man, do you believe in miracles? Holy smokes. The New York Knicks looking to make history tonight by being the first team to ever come back from a 25-plus point deficit to win an NBA Finals game. Right now, the current record, a 24-point comeback by the Celtics in 08 against the Lakers in Game 4. Game 4 of this series tonight, looking like it's built different. What a second half. 46-25 second half margin for the Knicks. San Antonio forgetting to even attempt a 2-point shot. It has been 3-point brick after 3-point brick. 41 attempted threes in this game, and they've only made 2 in the entire second half. They went into halftime with 14 made threes, and right now they've made 16 total. And by the way, they were shooting 54% from 3 going into half. Right now, that's dropped down to 39%. Man, the New York Knicks just so clutch. Karl-Anthony Towns, deep foul trouble. Right now, down by just 4. 4:20 left to go. Wemby at the wing takes on Cat. Hand off to Fox. Fox take it on Anunoby. Dribbles up inside the key outside Vassell. They've been bricking everything. Vassell off to Fox. Tees up the 3. Fox splash. Drills it. 7-point lead. A big time shot by De'Aaron Fox. 4 minutes left to go. Brunson, edge of the midcourt logo. Dribbles up to the right wing, takes in the Harper, bounce pass into the hands to Alvarado. Spin cycle, Alvarado finds the opening, shoots the gap, scores the layup. Right past Champagnie to the hole there for Jose Alvarado. 3:40 left to go. De'Aaron Fox slows down tempo. Fox at the top of the key. Dribbles up to the elbow, finds Wemby. Wemby pops up 18-footer straight away. Ice cold, buries it. Elite level shot making previous 2 possessions between Fox and Wembanyama. 7-point game once again. Brunson taking on Harper. Jalen Brunson hounded at the far side. Bounce pass goes to Alvarado. Into the hands to Cap, finds Alvarado off to Brunson. Brunson, a lob at Alvarado with a 3 and nails the triple. Oh man, that's a humongous 3 buried by Jose Alvarado. 3 minutes left to go. Both of these teams nailing their shots recently. De'Aaron Fox at the edge of the midcourt logo, taking on Anunoby, lost it to the backcourt, cut it back. Deflected by OG, 8 on the timer. Fox, step back 3, straight away. No good off the rim, a battle for the rebound, out of bounds, went off San Antonio. Champagnie couldn't save it, gonna be Knicks basketball. If you're just joining in, the New York Knicks trail by 29 points at 1 point. The scores in the 70s to the 40s at 1 point in this game in the late stage of the second quarter. And now, it's a 51-28 advantage in the second half for the Knicks. Knicks down by 4. Jalen Brunson, edge of the midcourt logo, takes on Stephon Castle, playing with 5 personal fouls. Switch defended by Wemby. Makes the pass out to the corner. Alvarado in the second half, playing out of his mind. Brunson for a 1-point game. Got it. Jalen Brunson buries the 3. Whole crowd erupts at MSG. 104-103. 2:10 left to go. De'Aaron Fox at the top of the key. Takes on Anunoby one-on-one. Pass broken up. Intercepted. Looking for the lead right here, right now. Josh Hart, no good. Blew the layup. Spurs have it right back. Fox. Pass midcourt. Fox finds Webby. Dribble. Drive. Right down the lane inside. Fouled. 2 free throws coming up by Wembanyama. Couldn't finish on an and one, but Victor Wembanyama will have 2 free throws coming up in the bonus. Terrible decision making by San Antonio. Costing them the game right now. Wow. This has been unbelievable. The ultimate choke 2.0 is 1 minute and 47 seconds away from happening. If the Knicks win this game. 2 free throws by Wemby. First one, no good off the back rim. Second free throw coming up by Wembanyama. Free throw number 2. No good off the front rim. Rebound goes to the Knicks. The New York Knicks have trailed throughout this entire game tonight. Jalen Brunson, a chance here to take the lead first time tonight. They were down by 29, 90 seconds left to go. Brunson taking on Castle with 5 fouls. Crossover, dribbles up, drives inside the key. Runner, Brunson, oh, he got it. It is good. Captain Clutch threw for 2 in a runner. This is about to go down as the largest comeback in NBA Finals history. Minute 15 left to go. Fox at the top of the key. Fox at the left wing, cross court, connects with Vassell, push pass, bobbled in the corner by Castle. Castle trying to keep it alive, he does. Baseline dribble, Stephon Castle ran into real estate. Oh! It's gonna be an offensive foul. Stephon Castle knocking out Josh Hart, taking one for the team. Turnover by the Spurs. Knicks got the basketball. That's going to be 6 on Stephon. Or no, they rolled him out of bounds. They rolled him out of bounds, so that will not be 6. Stepped out of bounds. Wow, very, very lucky right there. That was going to be his 6th foul. Top of the key, Alvarado. 45 seconds left to go. Alvarado, handoff Brunson. Brunson, baseline. Brunson, take it on Fox. Brunson, tough shot, no good. Cat with a putback. We got contact here down low, and we got a turnover charged in the Knicks. Shot clock violation by New York with 38.8 seconds. What a game. 38.8 seconds left to go. 24-second shot clock violation charged in New York. 30-14, fourth quarter advantage for the Knicks. About to pull off the biggest comeback in NBA Finals history. They were down by 29 points in the second quarter, and now have outscored the Spurs 56-28 in the second half. We're going to have a timeout on the floor here. Spurs will burn a timeout. The Spurs down to 1 timeout left. The Knicks have 2 timeouts remaining. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Ring the notification bell as well if you guys would like to be notified here for future live streams on the channel tonight. What a game. Holy smokes. This is the ultimate choke 2.0. We got 1K out here on the stream. You guys, the real legends, MVPs for tuning in. Let's get that 1K hype out in the chat here. Wow. This is insane. If you guys are just joining in, the San Antonio Spurs led by 29 in the second quarter. And now it's a 1-point lead by the Knicks. Largest comeback in NBA history. Celtics over Lakers Game 4 in 2008. 24-point comeback for the Celtics. Jalen Brunson, absolutely him tonight. He's got 36 points on above 50% shooting, 12 for 23 from the floor. 36 points tonight by Jalen Brunson. What a game. San Antonio could be up in the series 3-0. Instead, youth and inexperience cost them game 1, cost them game 2. Able to get back in game 3, get on the board with a W, but right now the New York Knicks, captain clutch, absolutely clutch, and a chance to win here tonight at MSG. Spurs get the basketball off the inbound. 15-second differential, shot clock and game clock. Fox, jumper, 18-footer. Off the rim, no good. Battle for the rebound. Castle goes up. Castle gets fouled. 2 free throws coming up at the line off the putback chance by Stephon Castle. It's on Josh Hart, who picked up the personal foul. Stephon Castle, flashback to game 3 on Monday night. Clutch. Made it 2 free throws with 7 seconds left for the dagger to win by 4. 115-111. Going to have 2 pressure free throws once again, playing with 5 personal fouls for Stephon Castle. First free throw. Got it. It is good. Tie game. 105-105. Perfect 7 for 7 tonight at the free throw line for Stephon Castle. 30.3 seconds left to go. One more free throw by the Spurs with Castle. Second free throw. It is good. Right down the middle. Timeout. Take him out of Knicks. Both teams with 1 timeout remaining. 106-105. What a game. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Holy smokes. Absolutely just an insane game tonight. It's only happened one time where a team has gone down 3-1 and come back to win the NBA Finals. LeBron in 2016. Cavs over Warriors. That's the only time it's happened. A team trailing down 3-1 and came back and won in 7. Just insane. If you guys are just joining in, San Antonio built up a 29-point lead. Man, San Antonio, the second half shooting, just terrible. They were turning this into a 3-point contest, got way too comfortable with themselves, and didn't even bother attacking the rim and just turned it into a one-sided 3-point shooting game. And they were bricking threes at all points of the second half. After drilling 14 threes in the first half, they are stone cold from 3 in the second half. Knicks advance it to their front court. Josh Hart, the inbound passer, on the floor alongside Alvarado, Katz, Anunoby, and Brunson. Inbound goes to Brunson. Under 30 seconds left to go. There's a 6-second differential, shot clock and game clock. Brunson at the right wing. Dribbles up to the elbow. Brunson up fake. Gets it outside. Cat back into the hands to Brunson. 12 on the timer. Brunson dribbles, drives inside the paint. No good. Contested by Wemby. Tipped out to the perimeter. Long rebound. Tracking it down to Aaron Fox. Has it. Blocked at the rim by Anunoby. Knicks here got a timeout remaining. What a block by OG. 5 seconds left to go. And the Knicks will... Did they burn one here or no? 5.7 seconds left. Alvarado is close to a half-court violation there in the Spurs. Did they give a foul? No, the Knicks were able to take the timeout in time, it looks like. Yeah. So the Knicks were able to take the timeout in time. Alvarado was stuck in the mid-court logo. That was almost a half-court violation. He had got to the midcourt logo and then almost circled backwards past the half-court line, going backwards almost. Knicks able to get the timeout in time. What a block there by OG Anunoby. That was insane. Long rebound run out by De'Aaron Fox. Should have had a wide open layup. As the ball was deflected all the way to the backcourt, OG Anunoby comes up with a block of his life at the rim. This is going to be Knicks ball with 5.7 seconds to see if they can close it. So Knicks just took a timeout. Okay, Fox gave a foul on Alvarado at midcourt. That was very close. They had a foul to give. So next time around, the Knicks will be in the bonus. I don't know why give a foul there. If you're De'Aaron Fox, that's bad. Because that was very close to being a back. Oh. That should have been that should have been a half-court violation. That should have been a half-court violation by Alvarado. Fox gave the foul, and it's going to be a Knicks inbound. Wow. Far side front court. Anunoby will be the inbound passer on the floor alongside Brunson, Shamet, Bridges, and Katz. Anunoby, far side front court. 5.7 seconds left to go. Anunoby, inbound, goes to Brunson. Brunson tees up a three from deep. No good off the front rim. Tipped in! Oh, they get the tip in! OG Anunoby, baby! OG Anunoby, 1.2 seconds left to go. A 30-burger tonight. Absolutely him with a tip in to put the Knicks on top. You are gotta be kidding me. Down by 29, a 1-point lead. Once again, New York, stand up. MSG, big time tonight, baby. Unbelievable. OG Anunoby, who is the inbound passer, soars up for the tip-in. Inbound went to Brunson. Put up a deep range three from 30 feet out. Anunoby races past everybody. Wembanyama, Castle, Fox, Harper, over the top. Scrappy, I'll do it myself. OG, absolutely him. Do you believe in miracles? Holy smokes, you got one here tonight. If the Knicks win this game. OG Anunoby. Major. .33 by OG in the bucket of his life. 107-106. San Antonio, 1.2 seconds left to go to win the game. Here we go. It's going to be the near side front court. Dylan Harper, the inbound passer, guarded by Katz. 1.2 seconds left. Dylan Harper looking to pass it off. Harper, lob, down low. Castle, ball with it. Castle goes up. It is over. Couldn't get a shot off in time. Ball game. New York Knicks down by 29. Complete the largest comeback in NBA Finals history. 107-106, the final score. What a game. What a game. OG Anunoby. Game-winning tip-in with 1 second left to go. 29-point comeback, and the New York Knicks are one game away from their first ever NBA Finals championship since 1973. One win away, a 53-year wait. About to make it happen in a Game 5 coming up on Saturday. If they can get that, or in a Game 6 coming up on Tuesday back at MSG. What a game. OG Anunoby, the inbound passer, off a missed three by Brunson off the front rim, raced all the way past 4 defenders to the hole and tipped it over. The tallest player in the NBA, plus a group of other guys as well. That is all-out hustle by OG. 33 points tonight in the game winner. Off the tipping by OG Anunoby. What a comeback tonight for the New York Knicks. Off an ultimate choke 2.0 by the San Antonio Spurs. This Knicks team, Captain Clutch, so clutch. What a game. Wrapping up this one tonight, I'll be back in on Saturday night. Knicks up 3-1 in the series, and it's only happened one time ever in NBA Finals history that the team has come back down 1-3. LeBron and the Cavs, 2016 over the Warriors. What a game. Gonna close out here to the channel members. If you guys would like to have a shout out here, it's as low as $1.99 per month. I'll put that out in the chats. Wow, just a sensational game tonight. New York Knicks. Man, just what a comeback. What a comeback. Like, I've been streaming games for 7+ years on the channel. I've never seen anything like this before. This is the largest comeback I believe I've ever streamed in channel history, and it happens to be the largest finals comeback ever in NBA Finals history tonight. What I saw, just absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. This blue-collar New York Knicks team with Taylor Swift in the building, all heart tonight to pull off the second half comeback for the ages. All channel members get a shout out. We got Jason, John, Michael, Bradley, Joe, Lonely Satellite, Warren, the Naja player, Norma, Polson, Kelly, Ogie, Russell, Rydog, Asher's fan for life, Phil, All on the Prowl, I am Ghost, Ian, Edith, Dice Ice Baby, XX Dev 5000, SGA Sports Talk, Elaine, Kilo Pits, Yvonne, Otamura, and Tyreek. Thanks all for joining in, being a part on the stream. You guys just witnessed tonight the largest comeback ever in NBA Finals history. 29 points trailing. The New York Knicks win it on a game-winning tip-in by OG Anunoby, who was the inbound passer on that possession going into the tip-in. Sprinted past the entire Spurs defense and tapped it up and in. Drew the netting for the game-winning tap-in tonight. Thanks so much all for joining in. I'll be back coming up on Saturday, game number 5. Stop by then. Thanks so much, everybody, and enjoy the rest of your Wednesday night.